stuff like that. When your kids are older now,
Yeah,
they
my
don't go to
kids are older,
daycare or school really. That you drop. Well, they go to school, but
Yeah.
they're not. You're not
They don't go to
dropping
school.
one off. Well, my point is, there's another kid that got left in a car and died. A mom was a 5-year-old kid died after being left in the car for hours. I guess the mom was preparing for a birthday party for another kid, and you know how you are. You're rushing around, you're doing all this stuff. You know, you got your kid in the back. You're running around. You get to the house. You got to bring all this stuff in. You're running load after load. Kid's probably asleep. And then she just takes a load in and forgets the kid sleeping back there. And it turns out that, kid died in the car. I just, some people they have this kind of like, they act like they're so holier than thou and that this couldn't happen. It could happen to anyone. It's like, I don't know how anybody, like people say, how could you ever forget your kid? Because you're human and kids sleep. And if it's not part of your normal, we are all creatures of habit. So it's just completely ridiculous to me. Anytime I see these headlines like this one, this guy. So that happened. The kid died. Where was that at? What that tweet say?
Harris County. I'm sorry.
I don't know what county. What state's that in? Is that in North Carolina?
I thought this was.
Here is, let's see, Texas.
Texas. Yeah.
Yeah, it says Texas right on there.
Well, sadly that
Hot as hell
happened.
down there. 5 minutes in a car. Yeah,
101 degrees, I think is what they said. Yeah, she realized it was about 2 or 3 hours later that the mother realized her son was still buckled into the car seat, according to the police. And that was it. The kid was dead on the scene. It's
sad.
unclear if the mother's going to face charges. But in Georgia, there's a guy. Remember the guy Ross Harris? He actually just strangely, sadly coincident, in a weird coincidence, his 22-month-old son died in a similar situation, a hot car death.
Oh, geez.
But this guy went to jail for it because they said that he was, we used to send dick pics to other chicks. They're saying that essentially he was, he killed the kid to get out of his marriage. So he ended up being put in jail for it. And as I believe today's Wednesday, yeah, they overturned the murder conviction. Is today? What is today? Tuesday? So is it last week that they overturned it? So no, today. So they overturned the murder conviction of Ross Harris. So he is going to be out of jail. The jury, and the reason they said that they're going to let him out now is because the jury heard and saw an extensive amount of improperly admitted evidence, which is, like I'd mentioned, lewd photographs of his penis. They were actually, the jury was given full-page color photographs of this guy's penis.
I got a photo of him. Of him.
So that's him in court. And then there's pictures of him. You can see him when he was with his kid too. I think I put a couple of those in there, but the kid that ended up passing away.
Yeah, I'm still getting that one.
But
so
I'm actually glad that this guy's getting out because I don't think wanting to bang some other chick means you want to kill your kid. I think those are two. I mean, they're very explicitly different things. I don't even know how they could get wrapped together. I mean, it's just yes, a kid died and it's horrible. But how do you make that leap to go from one to the other? I find that to be a little bit ridiculous. 844 hit dumb. That's 844-448-3862. Yeah, you can see him there.
Good-looking family.
That's
man.
a cute little family, right? So I mean,
And
kid
to
is so
think,
cute.
it doesn't mean that he just because he was trying to get some strange. It does not mean that he wanted to murder his kid. I don't even understand why wouldn't you just get the divorce? Like, you know what I mean? I understand child support's a bitch, but I mean, does he make that much money? Is his life going to be that completely ruined? I'm glad that guy's out. I don't think he did it on purpose. I didn't believe. I remember that story when it came out at the time, and I really didn't believe that it was going to go that long.
like that is a crazy thought to think that his dick pics is what got him out of trouble. Mm-hmm. That's because like you start sending.
Well,
that
it got
message.
him into trouble at first,
yeah,
but now
it
it then got him out of it. I guess
It brought the light to his case, and then the actual dick pic got him out of jail. That's to me that blows my mind.
It's actually a very good point.
So he didn't serve any time for just the negligence or anything.
I'm wondering if I just closed the story, but I believe that might be a time served kind of thing. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. It's you. Oh, there you go. Hi, you're on another dumb show. It's you.
Hey, Dom, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Doug.
Doug, what's up, dude?
Cincinnati.
Doug, what's going on, man?
Hey, you're talking about the kid that died in the car, right?
Yes.
Which
Bill?
one? Sorry.
I might be a little behind. I don't know. I don't know how this YouTube works.
You're
But,
good.
I think that I hate to be cynical, but I believe that a lot of those parents do it on purpose because of this. In the wintertime, wouldn't you say it's just as dangerous to leave your child in the car?
Well, depending on the weather. I mean, below 32, below 40, I suppose. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, how often is the weather so much colder and more deadly, and you don't hear about it in the wintertime?
Well, I think it's actually...
It doesn't happen.
Well, you're kind of answering your own question. I believe that the intense heat inside of a car, it skyrockets versus it doesn't plunge lower inside of a car. In fact, the car probably adds a little insulation to the outer elements, when in fact in the summer it does just the opposite. It enhances the outer effect. It gets hotter, and I think it once you hit
but you hear about these parents. I mean, they leave their kid in the car for 10 or 12 hours. They go to work. They're at their lunch break. They go to their car and get something out of the car. And
well, that's my point.
At the end of the day, it's like
the kids
in
aren't.
the wintertime, I think it would kill a child too.
Well, if we're talking below, zero, below, like I think you have to hit a threshold because, and again, it just goes back to the car is actually helping the kids in winter a little bit, but in summer,
and I'm not saying they're all like that, but I think that it's a common thing. And I think someone sees it and says, "Hey, these parents are not getting in trouble for this stuff," and it gives them a bug in their ear. You don't hear about it happening in the wintertime, and it should happen if the parents are really forgetting their kids on purpose. It should happen. You should hear about it at least once.
Well, yeah. I understand your point, but I think it's just it's just a weather thing essentially. I really truly believe that's what it is because in the car when it starts getting to I think I can't remember what degree it is, but you actually hit like some threshold where inside the car it actually skyrockets once you hit a certain point. And a kid's brain actually starts to boil within like minutes. I mean, literally minutes. So, and it's the thing that's happening is it's irreparable. If you know what I mean, they have brain damage or they die basically. When it comes to the cold, it almost acts different. It's slowing everything down. They're not in cold water. I understand hypothermia. People die. People do die when they get stranded on the side of the road, I guess, in the winter. If they go hiking, you hear about that kind of stuff. Yeah. So maybe Doug does have a point. Maybe they're because I don't remember any winter baby left in car deaths.
I'm still with the stance. It's not a good idea to leave a kid in the car. I mean,
of course,
bottom line.
No shit, Larry. Thank you for that astute observation.
I don't know why we're arguing whether it's better if it's cold or hot. Like,
no, we're not arguing that. He's saying that, and Doug, thank you. He's saying that because the implication with this guy Ross, who now has been overturned, they said he killed his kid because he wanted to be out of the relationship with his wife. Right. Okay. Doug's point, who was just on the phone, is that, well, wait a minute. If there are people, he believes there are actually people out there killing their kids on purpose. That's what Doug says. So he believes they're taking the one story they hear in the news, do a copycat version of it, right? And then they're doing that. He's saying, why are we not hearing the winter ones if we're hearing so many of these? Why are the copycats not catting in winter if it's actually a real thing? And it's just a weather thing. I think it's just a straight up. Do you understand what he's arguing there?
I get it, but I think that kind of leads you to the point. I don't think these are on purpose things. Like I don't think there are that many people who are trying to get out of a marriage that's what they think. That's what they come up with. No. I just can't believe that.
Not at all. I would be shocked if this guy got off. People are getting killed. So
they say they still charge him with some other stuff. So I don't even know how much time. I was trying to find out how much time he's been charged with some teenager misconduct stuff, I guess too.
Oh, really?
He's a bad guy.
Oh, yeah, he was doing all kinds. I forgot about all that other weird stuff. I actually don't care about any of that other stuff. I just straight up. Yeah, that's the part that I care about, and I can't wrap my head around that.
I don't even think you should even re-look at this case. Like you killed a baby, you got some other shit. Like, get the fuck in jail and shut the hell up.
Right.
Hi. Welcome to another Dumb Show. I'm Dumb. Thank you for joining us. 5 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, June 23rd, 2022. Not real good with the dates. A lot of times, you got to read that. You got a real hard time keeping track of what day it is in the week, unless it's a Friday or a Saturday, usually. Larry, what's up, dude? How are
What's
you?
happening? Dates are just a bunch of numbers. Don't worry about them.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I get bogged down and stuff. Bogged down in the numbers a lot of times. Speaking of getting bogged down. So, woke up today. And I don't know what's going on with me with this sleep. I cannot. I'm just sleeping like a banshee right now. I don't know if it's the
Are you
happy
sleeping
hour,
like a baby?
or a baby. Yes, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it's a happy hour, and just because I really haven't been drinking a lot lately. Honestly, before we started doing
That's pretty much
the
all the
show.
drinking I do in a day.
Yeah, it's during happy hour. I hadn't been doing much drinking prior to us starting the show a couple weeks ago, and now I'm drinking on the reg.
An hour a day keeps the doctor away.
Well, I'm not getting drunk every day. I mean, I really honestly have one, maybe two while we're here.
If you can get drunk within an hour, that's strange.
I'm a cheap date, though. I really can. Especially a glass of wine. I'm usually tipsy about halfway through a glass of wine. And then I get, I think I'm fine, and then I'm blackout drunk by, within an hour.
Another 30 minutes.
Yeah, you've seen it. You've been there. But no, so I just don't know what's going on with this sleep. So I woke up. I slept at least almost like 10 hours. I mean, I went to bed at midnight and woke up a little after 10.
That's a good night's rest, though.
It's a long night. I woke up and just was still yawning. Just could not wake up. Couldn't get going. Went and got some coffee. Tried to, get rolling. And I just I'm feeling sluggish, man. I don't know if I got to change.
Are you going to bed too early?
I don't know what it is because my eating habits everything has just shifted in the past couple of weeks as far as when I eat, when I'm going to bed, everything. My whole schedule's been upheaved by you and your new school shit. No, I'm kidding. So no,
Why is it my fault?
No, it's nobody's fault. It's what we're doing here. So it just happens to it's been a real weird change for me, and I'm just having a little bit of an adaptation issue, I think, at this point. I heard something also, speaking of being bogged down in drinking.
What is it?
Well, Lou was in here earlier. Our producer Lou was in here earlier, and he was, Lou always does a little once over before we start. Kind of just I catch him doing a little cleanup around here. He's
the
just
white
looking out
glove
for
test.
us. Yeah, he's just looking out for us. And he walks around over by Yuri and goes, "This motherfucker." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "Did you know he had this down here?" And I go, "What are you talking about?" And he pulls out, I don't know if you still have it there. Oh, it's still there, your little stash? Yes.
Yeah. I had this didn't I show this the other day on the show?
We must not have missed. I must have missed it, or Lou must have missed it. Or we thought maybe you just took a shot and put the bottle away. We didn't realize you were just sitting there with the bottle stashed. Am I really that hard to work with? I've driven you to drink. Before the show, you're hiding booze?
That's during the show. That's when you drive me.
Well, what made me laugh was when Lou did all that, and of course, then he's like, "Well, let's do a shot." And I got this. And I love Lou's voice. It's my favorite thing about Lou is his voice. Well, not just my favorite thing. It's one of my favorite things about Lou. Is so hey, this motherfucker over here got this whole thing. Well, fuck it, we might as well do a shot now. You want a shot, Tom? I'm like, no, I'm not going to do a shot before we start. Dude.
You don't know if he's talking to himself or talking to you, the way he's saying it.
Kind of, yeah. Well, he did address me directly, but I was like, I said, "Are you?" Then he came back in, and you'd arrived at that point. He busted your balls a little bit about having that there, and then immediately goes, "Oh, you want to do one? How about a beer? What do you want?" And so he starts playing bartender, and you said something that I heard it, and I had to bite my tongue because I wanted to ask you so badly in the moment what it meant.
What?
Well, Lou asked you if you wanted a beer, and you went, I don't know if I'm doing beer today. And he's like, "Why?" And you go, "My yeasty teeth." Well, I got the yeast in my teeth. And I go, "What the it's in my mind, I'm going, what the fuck does that mean? What does yeasty teeth mean, and why you can't drink beer? What is yeasty teeth?"
There's yeast in beer.
I know that, but what does yeasty teeth mean?
So I'm thinking so I will admit, for the last 2 days, I would go home. I usually brush my teeth at night in the morning.
Sure.
I haven't been brushing my teeth for the past couple of days at night.
Whoa.
So at night, I think I'm sleeping, that still got that. And
Okay.
the last few days, it's been like some hoppy ass beers, man.
Okay, we were drinking some hoppy beers. I know that. So that, well, I don't know that the hops have anything to do with the yeast. A hop is a hop.
Beer,
a yeast
beer,
is yeast.
beer, but I'm just
Those
saying,
are two
like,
different
if it's
things.
I think if it's hoppy, it got more yeast. No,
No. Hops are an actual plant. It looks like little weed
Yeah, I
plants.
got that.
That's what gets put in there. That's just like for flavor.
you ain't got no like ratio more yeast when
I
you
don't
put
think
more
so.
hops.
No, yeast is what I believe ferments it and gives it the bubbles.
Is there
I'm
always-
pretty sure that's what makes it an alcoholic beverage.
But I'm saying, so an IPA maybe you don't think it may have more yeast?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know enough about brewing. I know we do have. We actually have a listener who is a home brewer who wants to give us some beer.
That's
to
the person to
try,
call.
I think it was.
Call
so yeah,
in.
you should call. Oh, by the way, if you want to call the show, 844-HIT-DUMB. That's 844-448-3862. Of course, you can always email into the show, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, and we'll read your emails on the air, and I'll get to a few here in a little bit. And of course, you can always tweet the show. Tweet right into me at Another Dumb Show, and I'll try to get to your tweets again. Sometimes the tweets are a little bit hard to get to because I don't know, they're just all over the friggin' place. So I will try to get to some of your tweets though, because I know Larry, he's got this sweet little setup for the tweets, so I know he wants to show some of them. And I think did you get the one from PDJ?
Shit.
Do you-
Oh shit!
Not
You know,
yet?
that's the one thing I did not pull. Wait, I'll get it soon.
That's all right.
There's
Well,
no-
we'll
there's
get
no
we'll get
issue.
PDJ up. He did send in a tweet and a picture of himself listening to Another Dumb Show. Hi, who's this?
This is Rusty Dumb, a longtime listener of RMG.
Rusty, yes, I am familiar with Rusty. Rusty is a autograph guy. He loves autograph. Very great,
Oh, yeah.
very nice guy. I like Rusty a lot. What's up, my friend? Long time no speak. How are you?
Not too bad, man. I was just trying to get your opinion on how you would fare tomorrow with this drag queen contest that they're having.
I have no idea what
Had
that
you
means.
partake? Well, all three members of the show, like Charlie Dieter and Rovers, all dressing up in drag tomorrow to support the Pride Month.
Okay, cool.
I was just wondering, do you think you would have
Cool.
won the contest had you participated in the drag off?
I don't know. I don't know what all the. Again, I don't listen to the show. Not again. It's not a knock. It's not that I have a problem with the show. Thanks, Rusty. But I don't know. I don't know. I probably because the best boobs. I got the best boobs probably out of all of them.
don't
So
know.
I don't know. But cool. Thank you for that, Rusty. I ask for a call about brewing, and he calls about another show's
Some
bit.
drag,
So
yeah.
that's cool. Thank you.
You wanna
for
dress-
that,
you wanna
Rusty.
dress up as a woman?
That'll
You wanna do that?
that's a surefire way to not get your phone picked up moving forward. You dipshit. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, but so yeasty teeth. So
Yeasty teeth. I have them.
I also don't. So you did dance a little bit around whatever the hell you were saying it is. What are yeasty teeth?
No,
then?
I just feel
because
like
you
my-
haven't been brushing, that those things will then.
I think
Like you've created. If you drink more beer, the yeast grows inside of you.
so. It's not about yeast growing inside of me. I think it's more along the lines like my gums are like swollen, like all the way in the back of my teeth. You know where your wisdom teeth are?
Yeah,
so
I've been
I got
there.
those gone, but it's
Okay.
like they just feel swollen. You know,
You
it's
got
like
swollen gums from too much drinking, too much beer, too much yeast.
I was just trying to think what have I done differently lately. I don't think like
Now, it's getting a little personal. Does the wife have a yeast infection right now or something? Did you nosedive and come up with a mouthful of bread or what?
there has been no nose diving in the past few weeks. So
Because of
therefore,
because
I
of your
cannot
mouth.
blame it on that.
Oh, okay. I was at this point. I thought it was because your yeasty mouth, maybe. So when do you think you'd be able to drink beer again?
I say like I want to give it a day or two. I got a lot of drinking to do next weekend. It's the 4th, so
That's
I
true.
gotta-
Is this a common thing that happens with you frequently?
It's not. It's
It's
not.
just because you didn't brush for a couple days. Just a
I'm
unique
thinking that's
thing?
what it is. That's the one thing I lacked at doing in hygiene is when I get home, I'm tired as hell, man. I'm just
Yeah, I fall asleep without brushing my teeth sometimes, especially if I've had some drinks. That's probably the only time I do it.
and I've been
So-
doing it like repetitively recently. So just I think that's the change in my life. That's the change I want to make.
I believe I was one of I was very diligent about my teeth when I was a kid because my dad was born with weird jacked up teeth. So like his teeth and my poor son has the same. It's like some hereditary thing that just skipped me. But they're just his teeth grow in like wrong way and stuff, and we're growing in sideways. So my dad's would I don't remember what his problem was with him, but he was always on me about my teeth because he thought it was a brushing thing. So I was
Yeah.
like uber over brusher as a kid. then it went into adulthood. But then, to be honest with you, I go through stages where I'll just kind of like it.
Fuck them teeth.
It's a lot of work to fucking brush your teeth.
As
So
long as I gotta eat a steak.
right. So you think you just got to get back to the teeth brushing and then you'll be okay. That's the only
back
thing
to
holding you back.
routine.
Well,
Ease up on the beers a little bit. I've never had like you if you took good care of your teeth. As a kid, I did not do that.
Okay.
I guess as you can see, like sometimes it
all right.
kind of gets the best of you. But I've done better in my adult
have you
years.
ever thought about
but-
getting like veneers or anything like that? Or
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Just spending too much money on the house right now. Like my teeth don't matter. Like
teeth matter?
She got to live in a nice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That matters way more. That's where the money's going.
All right. I did want to mention, don't forget, Another Dumb Show is brought to you by the Cerruti team. My dude Dylan, he is always out here hooking everybody up. Oh, I lost my copy here of all my Cerruti stuff. I've been seeing it so often. But no, Dylan, the Cerruti team,
know
Home
it.
Smart, they're the official sponsors of Another Dumb Show. You know my dude Dylan. He's going to get you in that lake house. You're looking at a brick wall right now. You look out your window, you see an ugly brick wall, or you got to look out your window and see your ugly-ass neighbor's backyard with their dog dropping crap everywhere or something, or just barking, or their kids running around driving you friggin' nuts. It's time to move into a lake house, guys, because you look out and what do you see? A lake. That's beautiful. It's not some smelly dog or some loud-ass kids next door. Get out of that neighborhood. Dylan's going to do it for you, and he's going to do it quickly. No, and I'm joking around about it because there are people who, you're just in a situation you can't take it anymore. So you start calling around. You want to get out. I've seen it. Like
Oh, I know it. I got you. Yeah.
My ex-wife, when I lived with her before we got married, her family was in like a brawl, like a neighborhood dispute.
I thought you were gonna say brothel.
Yeah, no. They're in this just neighbor dispute, like Hatfield and McCoy's going back and forth with these people, and it got to the point where the people, and those people were the instigators, to be honest with you. But in their mind, they, for whatever reason, just had it out.
Were right.
They thought they were the in-law. My ex-in-laws were the problem, and they were normal people. It was just a guy with a yard that was maybe a little disheveled here and there, but it was like whatever, not bad. He just had like a little garden. It wasn't maybe not the nicest garden, whatever, but I don't know. This guy had enough of it, and he caused all these problems. So, overnight, they just moved one night. So I imagine he got a hold of an agent like Dylan, who's got his phone on him all the time. He said, "Look, I got this guy next door to me. I can't take it anymore. Dylan, get me out of here." So if you're living that life, call Dylan 440-364. 440-364-3250, the Cerruti team at Home Smart. You can also find him on Instagram, Twitter, on all the socials, at Dylan Cerruti. That's Dylan with the Y, the cool way. DYLANCERUTTI. Like I said, he's always got his phone on him. Give him a call, and he will get you into the home that you're looking for quickly. Also, they do single-family homes, too, not just lake houses. So no excuses from Dylan. He's going to get you where you need to be. And if you're looking for a beauty, call Cerruti. So thanks to Dylan, by the way. I appreciate having him aboard, really. It's been fantastic to have the Cerruti team at Home Smart be our very first official sponsor of Another Dumb Show. It's been wonderful. I've been proud to have them along with us. In the meantime, hi, you're on Another Dumb Show. Who's this?
Hey, this is Ed. I'm the guy that wants to bring you some beer.
Yes. Okay,
Ooh.
Ed. Now, hi, thank you, by the way, for the offer. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching and for the offer. And we'll talk more about that in a sec. But to our question, Larry he was wondering the different varying amounts of yeast in beer. So we have yeastier beers than other beers? Because I just assume is it pretty much like all the same?
It depends on actually, I guess, how much sugar is in the beer that you're trying to ferment. So if you have something that's a high gravity, like a stout, or like an imperial, you might pitch more yeast so that it actually gets through more of the sugar to convert more into alcohol.
Oh, that's some technical shit. Right
Yeah,
there.
he
Wow,
got into
gravity,
Stouts.
Stouts. All right, so I guess his basic question was, though, if it's a hoppier beer, does that make it more yeasty?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Last year, I brewed a session IPA with apricot. It used a shitload of hops. But I only pitched a very regular amount of yeast because of the actual alcohol content and sugar content of the wort that I was trying to have the yeast consume and turn
What does
into
it mean to
alcohol.
pitch yeast? I don't get that. It
Throw
sounds
that
to me
shit
like
in.
you're
Throw it,
yeah.
yeah.
Is that literally you're throwing it? Is that a euphemism for throwing it
It's
into?
it's just after like aerating your wort, which is your beer that's not beer yet.
Mhm.
It's like a sugar grain water mix with your hops in there throughout the boil. You'll aerate it with I use an oxygen stone, and then pitching your yeast essentially is just dumping the yeast in there. So yeah, it kind of is just throwing the yeast in there.
Now, did you get into this? Because to me, it's just much easier to just walk to the store, get some beer.
That's
Or
how I've
drive
been
to the
doing it.
store, not
I've been
walk,
doing that.
literally drive to the store. Now, did you get into this because you want to become a brewer? It's just some people get into smoking meats just because they like to barbecue and they don't want to go get barbecue. They want to do it at home. It's like a thing. So is that where?
I would love to get a brew pub going someday. But ultimately, I love beer. I love food. I worked in restaurants for far too long. And so it's really my love of alcohol that led me to brewing my own. And I can make, whatever I want, not just whatever option I can find at the store, even though I still probably buy too much beer.
So what type? Right now, I'm reading. I just found your email, Ed. By the way, so you're a home brewer. You live around here. You make small batch brews for you and your friends. You want to make us some to try. Right now, you're conditioning bottles of strawberry vanilla pale ale. Ooh,
Yeah.
What does it mean to condition the bottle?
Conditioning is a period of 2 or more weeks after the beer is finished. I'll add essentially corn sugar to an amount of boiled water. We put that into the actual kettle, fill off bottles, cap them, and they sit for 2 weeks so that the active yeast can create CO2.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that is what
it's essentially carbonating. Yeah.
So that's what I was
That's
right.
that-
So I was
it's yeast.
right.
It's
That's
yeasty.
right. So you were okay. Really, I just wanted Ed on really to say how wrong you were,
But it's
and how
yeasty.
right I am.
There's some yeast.
That's essentially why
There's
we're
yeast
here.
in play.
But not for the reason you're saying. So your teeth are jacked up because you didn't brush your teeth. It's got nothing to do with the yeast. Don't blame the beer, buddy.
Okay. Maybe I thought it was a combination of it. All right. Maybe I need to get some of this homebrew beer.
Oh, that's a fun
that'll still
clip.
do better.
We'll make sure we headline that clip. Larry doesn't brush his teeth. Perfect. No,
You know where to write that.
I'm just joking. No, Ed. Thank you for the offer. I don't know that I'm a strawberry vanilla pale ale kind of guy. Most of you know what I like? I like beer that's like cheap. It's cheap beer, but tastes good. Does that make sense? Like
Like
a
the
beer,
Modelo?
like a cheap beers from other countries, or what I like.
That's the
you know what I
Modelo.
mean? Like their Pabsts, and like I like the German kind of version of a Pabst, or like whatever, just kind of the regular street beers. I know that sounds stupid, but I found that those are the ones I kind of take to. Like I had
You
one
like
at-
the cheap imports.
yeah, but literally the ones that like if people in their country go, oh my god, that's the whatever. Like
You want the natty
lower
ice,
la-
the natty
yeah,
ice?
kind of like not natty ice, but like their standard go to, almost like their Budweiser or
Yeah.
Coors or kind of the standards here. So, that's cool, Ed. I'm glad that you're watching. Do you have you've ever?
I'm unfortunately not.
Go.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There's a weird delay. I apologize. Go ahead.
That's all right. I'm unfortunately not set up to lager, so a lot of those sound like they probably would be lager. But I can do regular ales or something, and maybe
I like an ale.
figure out something that you'd want to drink. You know?
I like an ale. I like an ale. And let's do an ale. Whatever you do. Surprise
But
me.
not a bourbon barrel ale.
Yeah, no bourbon, none of that. The less oak and bourbon, the better. I'm not an oak guy. I don't want my drinks to taste like old people. I will never understand that. So, Ed, hey, dude, seriously, thanks again for watching and checking out another dumb show and sending in the email and offering to make some beer for us, dude, to help out. Because remember,
Absolutely.
always second hour is always happy hour here on another dumb show. Ed, thanks a lot, my dude. Oh shit! I hung up.
Oh
My
man,
bad.
he has something else to say.
I know. Let's see if I know this name. Trucker Stone, you're on another dumb show. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Dumb. Hey, Larry.
Hey, what's
Happy
happening?
Thursday.
Back at you.
Hey, how's it going today? I was just over here in Virginia, heading to West Virginia, coming out of Texas. And I was just thinking, I know you haven't talked about it, but what's going on with the search for your female co-host?
That's a great question. That is a very good question, Trucker Stone. I appreciate you calling to ask. We are taking applicants. So if you know somebody who is interested, you can always have them email, or if you're watching and you're interested, you can email me, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. I got a few inquiries through like DMs and things like that. And I do believe one of the there's some ladies who are interested. So I did see her email came in. So yeah, and again, I'm not averse to it, dude. A girl would just be nice to get a female perspective on things. So and there will be a female perspective coming on the show a little bit later on after 5:30. Oh wow, we're almost there too.
We're almost there. You want to take that quick?
Yeah, we'll get there in a little bit, but we are going to be B1's going to be on a little bit later on. She has some stuff going on in her life. Yeah, so I think it'd let everybody catch up with her a little bit, and I think she's got two kind of cool things going on, and then one just fucking crazy story. I love it. I can't wait. So I have seemingly and Trucker, I appreciate you calling in, my dude. We will you're welcome, man. And I am thinking about probably for the co-host thing or whatever we're gonna call the third seat, whatever. I'd like to put, because one of the things when people were asking what are the prerequisites, and one of them was, are they willing to participate in games and stunts and bits and things like that?
Yes,
so
I would like that.
I think it would probably be smart to kind of do a trial by fire kind of thing, where maybe we bring some people in, we do some stuff, and we see who sticks. We'll get to know some
battle
people.
For the seat.
I think that might be fun if we put together a little, and again,
I'm not naming it. I was just
about to say this motherfucker named the game again already. We'll worry.
I did not.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm silly. I'm being silly. No, I think that's again, no official announcements or anything like that. I think what I'd like to do is get the website up first, and maybe be able to take actual submissions through there. Of course, they could just email in whatever. If you're interested now, go ahead and email. I won't. We'll get it, and we'll just put it in the pile when we actually get to it. But it'd be nice to have everything kind of, flow through there, all of that. So that's the next step. My dad sent me some pictures of some new cameras today that we should consider, because I had mentioned my dad was going to hook us up with a camera with his motorcycle settlement. And I think I might sit down with him and have a conversation. I think maybe the website would be a better start. We'll have him pay, maybe Dad hook us up. If he wants to do it, I'll take it. It's my kid called today. My daughter Keely called today. And she goes, "Hey, Grandma wants to pay for me to go to phlebotomist school."
Phlebotomist?
Yeah, she wants to become a phlebotomist now. Why don't she wants to become a phlebotomist? She's just got somebody who's willing to pay for a 4-week course for it or some shit to get.
It's only 4 weeks to be a bloodsucker?
Something like that. Yeah, you'd think it would be longer.
Well,
honestly, really, I mean, is it? There's people out there jabbing themselves with needles all day, every day, and they do it perfectly fine as long as you're using clean needles.
There's a job for everyone, I guess. There's a job for everyone.
Well, she maybe she'll go do that. I don't know, but that's.
Yeah, why don't they turn drug addicts into phlebotomists? You put them to work. 4 weeks training.
They'll steal all the stash, all
the stash of blood, or the syringes.
Why did I bring her up doing that? I don't remember what I was.
She just called and told you that, but she probably called and told you something else.
No, there was something before that I was going into with it, but I got distracted. You guys know how I roll.
Well,
so let's read an email here. We do have. We're going to take a break for about 5 minutes because I'd like to go. Let everybody get home. If you're in your car, let you get home, and then fire up the old TV there, and you can watch us on the TV.
Well, you find an email. There's this tweet from PDJ you were talking about.
Oh, pull that up. Yeah, let's see the tweet from PDJ.
It's pretty simple. Turn it up, fellas. Pretty simple.
There you go. Yeah, I guess maybe we should have saved that for happy hour, but hey, that's a good start, PDJ. And of course, you can always tweet us at Another Dumb Show. But Mallory, she sent an email, and I can't remember she did send one the other day. It was really nice, and I don't know if I read it. It just says, "You and Larry are the greatest ever. I live in Binghamton, and I've always loved you, Dumb." Oh, thank you. Such a great guy. Keep up this amazing work. Thank you, Mallory. I appreciate that. So, the yeasty teeth, Larry, it's on you. I think if you just stay out ahead of it, you'll be able to drink again.
Well, I'm on Maker's Mark right now, so I think.
You actually started drinking already?
He gave it to me before the show. It was just sitting
I didn't
there.
think you actually drank it. I didn't know you.
I'll leave it alone. My bad.
No, I'm good drunk. Who am I to tell you what to do? I didn't know. I just didn't realize you were already drinking.
I can't drink it that fast anyway. I just had 2 sips. It's only 2 sips, sir.
Wait. Oh, I thought you did a shot. You have you're sipping on it.
It's a sipper. Yeah.
Wow. Jeez,
I don't do shots of Makers.
This poor guy. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry, guys, if Larry's going to be completely ripped before we even get to happy hour. I do have. Oh, good. Well, you're a little tipsy then. I do have a comment that came in on one of our clips. If you we watch it, of course we do the main show here live, and then we post clips. I'm assuming if you sub and all that stuff, you already know that. But people will go back and they'll comment on those videos after the fact.
Clips. Nice. That's what they're supposed to do. Good job.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Keep up the good work, people.
Jason had something to say about Larry's the video titled "Larry's Feelings on Juneteenth," where Larry was upset.
Get it right.
Somebody sent an email said Larry or Harry. No, it's Larry. I just got a fat tongue, so it's hard for me to talk sometimes.
I don't think you've ever sounded like you said Harry, but go ahead.
I might have slipped, but so the Juneteenth thing, you weren't really sure whether you should stay open for work or not. You were going back and forth about it.
Yeah.
And then you also were very angry that it even existed.
Yeah, it was. I got to my true feelings by the end of, I guess, it's because like I don't want to celebrate a day that I am told that I'm free. That's the day you're telling me to celebrate.
Right.
And that you finally told me after 140 years that I could actually celebrate it.
Jason wants you to know that the people that enslaved your ancestors are dead. That was his poignant comment there.
But the government is still alive.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, that's a. I feel like those kind of comments are like just trying to. Let me just stick it to this dude. That's a stick it to you kind of comment.
I paid that one no attention because he's right. He's probably right. There's probably like 4 people still alive that had a firsthand play in slavery. Maybe I could be wrong too. But the fact is, it's like I would think that generation is gone. But I don't know. It's still a government that allowed it.
It's some heavy shit, dude. Some heavy shit. So speaking of heavy shit. I have a comment that came in on Dumb Gives Dirt on his relationship with B1 Part 2 because it was 2 parts because it was a long one. Said
this is the part where you really got into it.
Yeah, Red 88 Rex says I can't see the picture, so I can't tell if that's
sounds like a football play.
A guy or a group.
Red 88 Rex.
Yeah. Once you are to the point where you feel you need to go through their phone, deep down it's over. You're probably afraid you'll never find a girl as hot as her, talking about B1. Maybe you will, and maybe you'll find someone with better qualities that don't stress you out so much. Well, it's time for you guys to get a little bit of my stress. No, I'm kidding. I am excited here. We are going to take a quick break. And when we come back from break, hopefully you guys can get in your car, get out of your car, get in your house, kiss your kids, drop a quick one. I'm sorry. Nice. Drop a quick one, crank one out, whatever you do. You got about 2 minutes to do it. And then when we return.
Can you crank one in 2 minutes?
I can crank one about 15 seconds if I try hard enough. To be honest with you.
That would be a hard try. You get it? You see?
Pretty quick. I can pretty quickly do it. So.
Okay.
B1 will be joining us here on another Dumb Show. Brittany, my girlfriend, fiance, hybrid, whatever we are right now.
I want to say roommate.
And I want everybody to know when I do bring her in, we're not going to do couples therapy. I'm sure every once in a while some stuff will come up, but
I will not be a part of that. I am going to be entertained.
Yeah, well that's entertaining. Trust me, it's got a lot of run otherwise, but trust me. But no, she's got some crazy stuff going on, and there's a story that it's nuts, and I wonder who's to blame for this. And I'll be interested to have all of your opinions on that. So we're gonna take a quick break. You guys come back. I'm gonna start happy hour a little bit early today when we come back. So you guys, if you want to do that, we'll be happy to join you or have you join us here on another Dumb Show. We'll be right back.
I got my solo cups already right here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you'll see we had a handheld mic there that Lou was using, and I did promise. Now, what do you guys think? Actually, now that these lights are on, what do you guys think looks better? We've been trying to do it with the overhead lights off, just because it gives it a little bit more of a chill vibe in here, versus like the bright fluorescent lights that are on now. I'm anxious to hear your opinion. What do you think looks better? Should we leave the lights on all the time? Or should we leave them off like we did, like we have been doing? So right now they're on. If you like the way they look now, let me know. Hi, you're on Another Dumb Show. What'd you think of Larry and his Sabrage job?
That was pretty impressive.
Nailed it. First, like, I mean, he nailed it. I did not think he was going to be able to do it. I actually kind of picked that spatula on purpose, thinking he was going to break it.
I was going to say, it looked like a spatula.
It was. There's a spatula, and that kind of leads me to on Monday. I'm going to show people have been asking to see some of the behind the scenes stuff of like building up how we built the studio and how we got to this point. And so that spatula was used in some footage that we shot that really didn't turn out as well as we had hoped for. So we'll get to that too. But that's why he was using a spatula here in the studio. But what's up, man? Who's this?
Previously on Another Dumb Show.
You don't always have the kids in the morning, stuff like that. Your kids are older now. They don't go to daycare or school really. That you drop. Well, they go to school, but they're not. You're not dropping one off. Well, my point is, there's another kid that got left in a car and died. A mom was 5-year-old kid died after being left in the car for hours. I guess the mom was preparing for a birthday party for another kid, and. You know how you are. You're rushing around. You're doing all this stuff. You got your kid in the back. You're running around. You get to the house. You got to bring all this stuff in. You're running load after load. Kid's probably asleep. And then she just takes a load in and forgets the kid sleeping back there. And it turns out that, kid died in the car. Some people they have this kind of like, they act like they're so holier than thou and that this couldn't happen. It could happen to anyone. It's like... I don't know how anybody, like people say, how could you ever forget your kid? Because you're human and kids sleep. And if it's not part of your norm, we are all creatures of habit. So it's just completely ridiculous to me. Anytime I see these headlines like this guy. So that happened. The kid died. Where was that at? What that tweet say?
Harris County. I'm sorry.
I don't know what state's that in. Is that in North Carolina?
I thought this was.
Here it is.
I forgot to ask while those people were on hold if they were able to hear the show. I clicked some stuff around. And to see if I could figure out what I did wrong. And I don't know. Lou and I couldn't get it to work, but you weren't here and a bunch of the other stuff wasn't connected.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it had to do with that. So
you gotta give them a call back.
Yeah, that or email or whatever. I don't have to call back just to tell us that.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, you can. You can always call the show. 844-HIT-DUMB. Who am I to discourage anyone from calling? 844-HIT-DUMB.
No one.
448-3862. Thank you for watching Another Dumb Show. We are going to... I feel like I've caused a lot of trouble around here already. We started off good first week, man. Just everybody was on board around here. It was a good scene. And then, man, a couple conversations later... couple shows later, next thing you know, phone calls getting made, people getting yelled at around here.
I think it's still a good scene. I think
I hope it's still a good scene. We'll be doing this from my bedroom next week.
Some communication.
I hope so. Holy cow! But no, I'm being silly. I did mention prior to the break that, and thank you for sticking around through the break if you did do that. I really just want to take a break because we're going to be adding partners, and so we're going to have to throw them in during the breaks there if they're not going to be live reads. So we're just trying to bake that into the old cake, as they say. But in the meantime, folks, She's been waiting outside anxiously. She's been pounding on the door saying, when can I come see you?
She was pounding on the door?
When can I come?
I didn't hear anything. I had my headphones on.
Yeah, that's why you couldn't hear it. Yeah, you were over there. Well, you're drunk. You've been drinking since we started. Let's try this real quick, actually, before I bring B1 in. Let me do this. Okay, so I picked him up and I put him on hold for a second. Now let's see. Hey, you're on another dump show. Cody, could you hear while you were on hold? Could you hear the show while you were on hold, Cody? It's you.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
It's okay. Could you hear?
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Cody.
Oh, wow.
Could you hear the show while you were on hold?
He wasn't listening when you
No,
picked up.
it just kept ringing.
No.
Oh my.
boy. Okay. All right,
Cody's
Cody.
not the one. Remember, he's the
Cody-
interim correspondent.
Oh, yeah. We got correspondents. I'm asking questions. Cody, what's up, dude?
Nothing. Got a quick question.
Okay.
This lady next door to my work, the cops surrounded her house, kicked the door in today, right? They bring her out in handcuffs and then take her out of handcuffs and put her back in the back of a unmarked car instead of the cop car right there. You think she's snitching?
So your neighbor, the police came, they surrounded her house, pulled her out, but instead of actually arresting her, they put her in like a unmarked car?
They arrested her. They brought her out in cuffs till she was right next to a normal unmarked car and then a police car. And then they took the cuffs off and threw her in the back of the unmarked car.
I don't know. Maybe they had a mistake. It was a wrong warrant, wrong address or something. That happens.
Maybe she was the victim. Maybe she was the
they
victim.
had like a 3 foot by 3 foot evidence box they brought out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know enough about snitching. I know snitches get stitches. I know that. So
that.
I don't
Who's
know.
that?
I wouldn't be able to tell you what happened over there, but I had that happen across from the street from me when I was a little kid. There was a raid that happened right across the street from me. It was nuts. I was standing out front in my front yard playing just my toys, and this minivan just went flying by. And I was like, and little kid, and I was like, slow down, little kid, being all tough.
You were an angry old man as a little kid?
Yeah, right. And then they came back about a minute later. It stopped right in front of my house. Back doors fly open, and a bunch of cops wearing vests, and I swear to God, chrome-plated shotguns jumped out of this thing.
It's like a video game.
I'm not even exaggerating a little bit. They
had the skins.
Chrome-plated shotguns. They jumped out of the back of the van. I went, holy shit, they're going to kill me for telling them to slow down. My dad flings the front door open. Get in the house! So I go running inside, and they go and raid the house across the street from us. There was a bunch of coke in there. Like, my mom was in the window all night with her binoculars watching them get the coke out, like rip the walls up and find the coke in the walls and all this stuff.
Did SWAT roll up in an Astro van? You said a minivan?
It was a minivan.
What the
an
fuck?
Astro
Like
van. That's exactly what it was. And it wasn't it was actually like a kind of a fancy one with like it had like stripes on the side. It wasn't
The
like
SWAT
a total,
went to like Enterprise.
I don't think rented or what, yeah, but it was very traumatizing at first. I was scared to death. Thought they were jumping out of the car to kill me, and then my dad explained to me when I got inside what was actually happening. So, real quick, let me see if this worked. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Hey, I was just letting you know when you're on hold, it's just silent. You can't hear the show at all.
I didn't fix it.
That's why everybody turns it up and is just listening until they hear like.
No,
Oh,
it's
shit,
understandable.
me.
I would do the same thing. You have to, I wouldn't want to miss out on my golden tones. So, well, I appreciate you calling to let us know. Who's this?
Later, dude.
Oh, okay. All right, guys.
I love that guy
He's
now.
fun. I love him. All right, guys. I did mention she is here in the building, and she is anxiously waiting to come see my handsome face and talk to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, my other half. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for B1. Brittany's in the house.
Oh, with the dog.
That
with
was
the
your
dog.
cue to clap and yell.
Oh, I was like, wow! I already saw her.
Very unceremonious.
I thought I already saw her. She's not even in the frame yet. Wait, my
Unceremonious
bad.
entrance.
She's not in the
Would
frame
have a
yet.
seat there. Hello, Brittany. Hello. Welcome. Oh, it probably help if I turn the microphone on. Hello. Hi. Welcome to another dumb show. Pull that nice and close to your face.
You can move the mic too.
Yep.
Yeah. There you go.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. You know how I am. We woke up together today, and we got a little action today. So if you haven't noticed, I'm in a pretty good mood today.
Well, good for you.
Had nothing to do with Brittany, but no, I'm kidding. Welcome to another dumb show. I know everybody is anxious to dive into our what's been going on with us, right?
What the fuck?
But what did she do over there? Oh, I thought I dropped my screen. I thought Darla just did something weird.
No, she wants to be by her mama.
Well, I think Larry knows where Darla truly wants to be. I think we all know that.
She has a lot of fun here in the studio. She's used to it.
She actually was just down the street. She was at work, which is actually right around the corner from here. So I said, well, hey, you got up early today. You actually washed your hair today. It's not a daily thing with ladies, I've learned. I thought it was an everyday thing for everybody, but apparently it's not for women. I said, hey, today's the day you washed your hair. So why don't you come on in the studio? Come hang out with us. There's a couple fun things that have been going on with you, so I thought maybe we'd talk about those. You're laughing because you already know the one thing that is just crazy. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But you have recently added a new man in your life. Well, several new men in your life.
Several new men, yes.
And a lot of people are asking, is it the hall pass? Did you take advantage of your hall pass that I gave you while you were on your trip? Is that how there's new men in your life? No, that is not it.
Oh, I thought she was going to answer.
No, I'm telling you now. I'm getting out ahead of it. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't ask her if she took advantage of the hall pass. We'll talk about that later. But who knows? Maybe there's way better stuff to talk about than, my Christmas present to you. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Christmas. We don't use your phone voice, but use your regular voice. She has a phone voice she uses sometimes.
Stop. No, I don't. Okay.
Yes, you
I do.
do.
I'm so used to it. I have I have a phone voice, and then I have
I don't want your customer service voice. Just talk to me like we talk at home.
Just trying to be me, bro.
That's what. Thank you. That's what I'm looking
she hit
for,
the bro.
But no. So I got a 23andMe a while ago and dug in all my ancestry and all that crap. Is that something you've ever done or considered doing, Larry?
Nope, I do not. I don't need to know.
You don't need to know, or you don't want to know? It sounds more like I don't want to know. Well, I guess need or want in this situation they're kind of relatable.
No, I don't. I have no need or desire to
learn about any of your genetic history.
I think I've already had the kids I'm going to have, so I'm not really concerned. Furthermore, I know what's wrong with them already.
Well, no, I mean it's also there's a health one. There's not just like find out where you're from. There's find out your actual health.
Well, I mean I talked to my mom and I had my grandmother, my aunts and uncles. I mean I know what the family's about enough to end it at that. You know.
Do you? I actually forgot. So I know you said your grandma raised you. Do you not know your dad at all?
I know who he is.
You know who he is. You've never had any interaction with him?
I've had an interaction with him.
Oh, boy. Okay. So that's okay. So we'll go down that
later.
That's another road. And that's actually, strangely, I have a question for Brittany about her dad, which is it's actually pretty neat. She's got a lot of weird stuff going on right now. It's just kind of weird. That's why I wanted to bring you, because Keely and my daughter Keely and her boyfriend are very angry right now because they wanted to come on today. And I brought B1
Oh, you
instead.
stole they seat?
I said, well, she's got shit going on. You guys, you're just working. You're just young kids working and going out and getting drunk. And if you got any good drunk stories, let me know. But
getting tattoos and working.
Yeah. Yes, tattoos, exactly. That was it. So I got her this 23andMe. I got one a while ago, so I got her one for Christmas last year. So she takes the 23andMe. What is it, like 6 weeks later you get something back around, or it was about in the Super Bowl actually, right?
It was, yeah, so I submitted it the beginning of January, and then I think it was Super Bowl Sunday when we got those results finally.
Yeah, you spit in the tube and all that, and then you send it out, and then 6 weeks later they get in the app, you sign up for the app, and then they give you your results in the app. You get a notification. And so you open up the app.
Oh, I tracked that stuff every day, because every single day I was opening that up. But I finally opened up the app, and we were sitting there and the results showed up. And when the results showed up, I was looking through and looking at all the different things I was.
And now you were raised by your parents divorced. Well, they were actually never married, your mom and your dad, were they?
No, they were.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
And they divorced when you were like what?
think I was 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Oh, okay.
It was before I was in kindergarten. I remember that much.
Okay.
Yeah, I was 4 or 5.
So then your dad's, been in and out of your life for the most part. And your mom raised you, and and your grandma. Your mom and your grandma kind of like single mom with the grandma helping out here and there, but primarily your mom raised you.
My mom raised me.
Yeah, yes, that's what I'm saying. Your mom raised you, and I bring your grandma up because she was around and was in your life, and your grandma is an interesting character. She reminds me a lot of my mom, and I mean that in the nicest of ways. So,
do you when you giggle like that?
Mom, so you'll notice I mentioned her mom and her grandma, and your mom. Now, in her childhood, she grew up kind of unsure. Well, she didn't really know who her dad was, right? Would you say? Or you thought maybe you knew who her dad was?
We had a general idea of who the guy was.
Okay.
Who's we?
It was
my mom, my my mom and my Grammy had a guy that.
Yeah, and there's a guy. His
Grandpa.
name was strangely. His name is Larry, right?
Yeah, actually, his name is Larry. Yeah.
So
Grandpa Larry.
So her whole life, there's this Grandpa Larry who was not really involved in your mom's life, really, other than just kind of, kind of is what might be your dad. Maybe that was about the extent of it. Maybe heard on a birthday here and there, and that's about it. Was
Here's
not
some
involved,
cards once in a while.
So this guy Larry is, what her mom thought would be an absentee dad. So fast forward to now, Brittany goes into her 23andMe around. Was the actual day of the Super Bowl, right?
Sunday.
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday this year.
Halftime had just finished up.
That's right.
Just finished up halftime, and we were grabbing snacks out of the kitchen.
And didn't it say it said what? You had a new notification?
So I had a new notification that my results were in.
Yep.
And so I clicked on the results, and that's when it started showing, like breaking it down exactly where I came from, and we're not where I came from, but where everybody else came from. And then as I was scrolling through, I went, oh my gosh, that's right. It shows you if other people are related to you in this app. Like it shows it to you.
I went through mine and try to and which is weird because there's not one single person in my app who has the same. Well, I take that back. None with my last name, Street, and then one other one with my mom's maiden name, and hundreds of other people though who have different last names.
And just got your genes.
Then I'm just related to by like a 5th, 6th, 20th cousins kind of stuff like that. So that's how far it goes. So all right, so you see that you have a notification and you start digging into who are my new relatives.
Oh yeah, so I click on it and I click on the relatives, and when I clicked on the relatives, the very thing that popped up at the top was it said that I matched with a man, and that I shared 49.7% DNA with this guy, and that his name was Werner Cooch, and that he was my grandfather, and that was a name I had never heard of before ever in my entire life.
Well, it wasn't. Well, I guess it wasn't Cooch is like what? Cooch, right?
Well,
so this was spelled though.
Koch.
Well, yeah, it was spelled like Koch, like the Koch brothers, Koch. Like it was spelled like that. So I'm like, I go, whoa, she related to the Koch brothers. Like, immediately, I saw dollar signs, baby. I was like, whoa, man, I wish she would have married me already. Shit. So she sees this, and 47%, was it 49.7%?
49.7%
shared DNA. So that is, if you have like a brother on there, it's like what, 25%? I can't remember exactly how the percentages break down. It's weird the way the percentages break down. You share what, but that showed that this was somebody who was essentially a direct, immediate relative, is what that percentage meant.
Okay.
So.
Oh wait, not 49. That's my mom. A quarter of my DNA.
That's
where I.
That's
screwed
where you're
up.
throwing me off. I'm trying to do the math in my head, and I'm like, no, that's where it's off. Okay.
It was like 25 point something.
That's how you confirmed what this. Okay, now I'm with you. Okay, so when she went through the percentages, her mom was at 49.7%, which obviously your mom and dad is half and half, right? You share half your DNA with one and half with the other.
That's how they're made. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So your grandparents, you share with 4 grandparents, 25% with each, right? So what was the amount for Werner?
He was 24. He was like 24.8% or something like that.
So when we saw that number, I looked at her and went, "That's your grandpa. That's your mom's dad."
Well, not even that. It on the app it said Grandpa at the top.
But
like,
you
it
kept
said,
saying it was a mistake, and when I kept saying, I go, that's him, and you're going, it says it's my grandpa, but that's not him. Grandpa.
So your mom didn't know who her dad was either?
So she thought.
Okay, so we had suspicions. There was the guy.
Oh, right.
That
they
maybe,
thought they knew the guy.
So
Larry.
We thought it was Larry, but Graham, she hung out, you know? She liked to hang out. And so
Grandma got around.
Maybe it was Larry, maybe it wasn't Larry, but we like Larry, so let's pick Larry. And
so Larry's a pretty cool guy.
Where Grandma's out doing her thing. Grandma's, it was the 70s, man, or late 60s. Like, free love. Everybody's out doing their thing. I get it.
And this poor woman grew up a Baptist preacher's daughter, and she just was locked up forever, so she was ready to rock.
Basically doing her rumspring or whatever. Rumspring. That's what her mom was out. That's what Grandma was out doing. So
she was rumspringing something.
That's for sure. Some buddies, it sounds like. So she was hooking up. Grandma was hooking up, and wasn't really keeping track of who she was hooking up with, essentially, because that you just didn't. Whatever back, I think we've all been there. Keep track of all the notches in the old bedpost, so to speak, or holes in the belt. Some people do, some people don't. Sounds like Grandma didn't care. But when it came down to she was pregnant and she had to go back, trace back 9 months, she thought,
Larry.
Okay, well, I was with Larry, so must be the guy, right? So
not Larry.
Now, fast forward however many years later, it turns out it was a guy named Werner. So I immediately start digging. I look in my background because I got stuff. I got ways. I'll find out what I need to know.
We didn't background just yet. I instantly, right after we saw those results. Yeah, you're skipping ahead.
I forgot about that.
In my story, let me tell it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, bud. You do. So when we got the results finally, we went ahead and I was just absolutely in shock. So the first thing that I did was I called my mom and I said, Mom, I know you're at a party at your friend's house, but I think I found your dad. And she said, wait, what? And I broke down exactly what just happened. Like, she knew I was waiting for my 23andMe results, so like literally broke down exactly what happened, what I read, what I saw, and she said, she just passed the phone to my stepdad at that point and made me retell that story all over again. So my mom is just in absolute shock. We hang up the phone. Next thing I do is I have to call my Grammy then at that point. I have to. So I know how Graham is, so I grab the phone, I call her, and all I ask her is, hey, Graham, the name Werner, Koch, Cooch, anything like that sound familiar to you? And she goes, oh, yeah. I used to hang out with a guy named Cooch back in the day. We all used to hang out frequently and everything. And I go, huh. Any chance he could be Mom's dad? And I just cut straight to it. This woman lost her shit. Absolutely lost her shit. Started telling me how disrespectful I was, that I was just trying to stir up trouble, that I somehow made up this whole story, that I had to have been, that I did something. So
how'd you get the name? How'd you make up the name?
Well, I obviously spent my time contacting 23andMe and said, look, can we just throw some things together and, just make up a thing so I can accuse my mom of my Grammy of not having the same dad. So she lost her shit. She called me every name under the sun, and we hung up the phone. And then
did she call you Cooch? Coach?
Oh, she called me other
names.
She didn't
call you that name.
She called me other names. So, but yeah, and then that's when he just starts digging over there. So, and then what did you find? I don't even remember how you found it and everything.
I just started. Well, she had said that we called him by a different name. We called him Coach, and that was actually the different pronunciation.
Oh, she said Cooch when she said Cooch. Yeah.
So I went, okay, well, because I just am a weirdo, and I know that when a lot of people moved here, they changed their name. and like did a different version of it, or they would just drop part of their name. Like if your name was D May, you would drop it, and you just were May from that, like your last name. So I was like, and they would just literally straight up just change one word. They would change the spelling to make it not look German or things like that after the war. Yeah. So I went, all right, if they're calling him Cooch, maybe they literally changed it to another spelling. So I started typing it in, and I literally dug through background stuff and through Facebook and found the dude.
Stalker.
Found the family. I found the guy's. Yeah, I'm good. I found the guy's son.
He's not even joking. I think he found it in like 6 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking. It was like 6 minutes, and he had already found like my entire.
Yeah,
family.
I should be a private investigator. To be honest with you. I'd be really good at it. But so I then looked at a picture of this guy had a son, right? So I look at the picture of this guy's son, and it's her mom's twin brother. It looks just like her mother. Like facial features, everything looks just like her. So I then
wait. You just called her. You called him a twin brother. Did she know she already had a twin brother?
No. When I say twin brother, it wasn't an actual twin.
They look identical.
They look identical with their facial features. So from there, I had her. You called him, right? I think, or reached out, or isn't that what happened from there? The next step, I gave you their phone number, and
so what you did after that is you found them on you found what's now my Uncle David on Facebook,
yeah,
and you found him on Facebook. So I was ready to go. Like when I found this out, I was like, I have to get to the bottom of this, like right now. So I sent him a message and I said, look, I know this sounds really weird. I know this sounds strange. This sounds like something out of a TV show, but I just got my 23andMe results back, and it showed that I was related to a man, and I spelled the name Werner, Koch, like it was on 23andMe, and spelled it exactly the same way. And I said, do you know this man? And I gave my phone number, my email address, or I said message you back on Facebook.
Long story short, you said, I think you're my uncle. Get a hold of me.
No, yeah. So then I was at the gas station a few seconds later. I had to go. I was running to the store really quick, but I had no gas, so I got gas. And then right after the gas station, I got a phone call. Right as I got in the car, it was a number. And usually I don't answer phone numbers. I don't know. But I answered this phone call, and there was a woman on the other end of that phone call. And she said her name was Jennifer, and that her brother David relayed that message to her, and she just needed to get some facts straight first before we did anything.
Who the hell is Jennifer?
So Jennifer and I got to talking, and Jennifer is my mom's sister. So Jennifer is David's sister, and Jennifer said my brother David reached out to me and said, hey, can you take care of this? Figure out what is going on with this. This girl said that she's dad's granddaughter. And
so basically, in a span of about 25 minutes, she found out she had a new grandpa, a new uncle, 2 new aunts, and 2 new cousins. In a matter of 20 minutes. People that she'd never met in her life. All this crazy. It was just insane. So then moving forward, you then called your mom, I think, and told her all of that information, right?
Yeah, we got right on the phone.
Relayed that all to her.
Relayed everything that we just said.
So, and it's been a long story already, so I won't say short. But from there, the wheels started turning. People started making communications. Her grandma, the entire time, denying that she had sex with this guy, until one of her friends finally said to her, hey, I think you did date that guy for about a year.
But she already admitted that she did. She admitted that before, right?
No. She admitted she knew a guy.
Yeah, she said they all hung out together.
They hung out together. She wouldn't come clean that she had actually done the dirty deed with old Werner. So it turns out that they did. I don't know, it took a good, month and a half?
Oh, finally, yeah.
Month and a half, 2 months before Grammy was willing to admit that she did this. The first meeting was who?
Wait, you went to see them?
So after I got in contact with them and everything, I shared everything with Jennifer, my Aunt Jennifer. Then I shared it with my mom, and then later on that day, Werner himself called me. And before
Werner himself.
Yeah,
right.
Werner himself called me.
I forgot about this.
And so before he did call me, though, Jennifer called me one more time and said, hey, just wanted to let you know, He's a little out of it. He's got what's called Lewy body syndrome dementia. So he started to slowly lose it. So if he seems a little rough, don't take it personal. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I can handle that. Talked on the phone for 45 minutes, this guy and I, and it was this man is me.
I forgot that I could hear the conversation, like, just because I was sitting there, like when you were yelling at that kid when you fired him or whatever.
Not
and all the
yelling,
people in the background could hear it.
Warner's just a loud talker. That's it.
So no, I'm just sitting right there, and I could hear the whole thing, and I'm sitting there going, like, I could hear him, and he's like witty like her and telling jokes. It reminded me of like sitting in having a conversation with her. It was pretty cool, actually. I was happy to see. There was no doubt in my mind. I wouldn't even have needed the DNA.
Did you enjoy talking to yourself?
Related.
Yeah.
You enjoyed talking to yourself?
It was great. It was fantastic.
I just think. Think about how amazing that would be. Well, I mean, I don't know. How long was it before you met your dad officially the first time?
I never met my dad.
Oh,
see?
Never said that.
See, okay. Well, now I know who he is.
You asked me if I had an interaction.
Oh, see, now this is what I'm saying. This is okay. We'll dive into Larry there,
but no. So then, quickly after, it was like maybe 2 weeks after we found all this out, we all went out to lunch, and it was my mom.
Wait, they live here?
So they live 20 minutes away.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
They live in
fuck out of here.
This whole time, yeah.
The entire time they live 20 minutes away.
Yeah, it's been amazing.
Well, then
I'm jealous because I'm out of the family now. I got the boot.
Well, what sealed the deal for me though was seeing a picture of my cousin.
Oh yeah.
Seeing a picture of my cousin like during this whole thing was absolutely. I was like, well, that's my family. I don't have to see anything else. Like,
Yeah,
I literally have to see anything else.
In Facebook, when I was digging and I forgot, I found a picture of like her cousin. Like when I was digging through like the pictures to see what the family looked like.
Stalking.
Stalking.
When you were stalking.
One of the baby pictures, Brittany has this one baby picture that like she loves to show off. Like, look how cute when I was a baby. There was a picture on Facebook of her cousin that looked identical to this picture of her as a baby, and I'm like, oh my god, it's your family, no doubt about it.
Do you have baby pictures of you on your Facebook page?
No.
Like how does he have? He has baby pictures of himself on Facebook.
No, my Uncle David's married. His wife is on Facebook, and she has pictures of like the kids when they were little. So when he dug through, when he dug through the family pictures, like the families like on Facebook, he went through all the photos and everything, and he showed me all the pictures.
Okay, I thought you were looking at the cousin's Facebook page, just seeing some baby pictures. I'm like, who the fuck would put baby pictures?
It was actually her aunt's Facebook page.
No. Okay, but then like when we went to lunch and everything, I sat next to her, and it was. I couldn't stop. Like, it was like staring in a mirror. It was absolutely insane. But yeah, we all met, and we all had lunch, and my mom has gone out with them a couple of other times since then.
Yeah, trying to get into that wheel, huh?
We all talk to each other and everything.
Yeah,
and
you're family
we've
now.
all, like, he calls me literally every single day to see how I'm doing, just to say hi. And, like, if I don't answer, I get a voicemail from him. At the end of the voicemail, he always says, love ya. And it's just, he has just absolutely embraced being a grandpa, and it's the cutest thing. And now my grandmother officially has apologized to me for calling me a disrespectful little wench. And
how is she feeling about it? Has she met him again?
She's been like strangely like, now she's like extra embracing it.
Oh,
and
really?
I think, like it's like she's like for my mom's birthday, because it was just my mom's 50th birthday. For her birthday, like she got like all the pictures that we've taken it so far together. Like she's gotten them all framed for her, and like just very much embracing the fact that my mom has a dad. And I think it's because she feels terrible that she obviously took that away from my mom for 50 years, but.
Yeah,
in some kind of way, but
think?
And my mom grew up an only child too. On top of it, so my mom growing up wanted nothing other than siblings, and this whole entire time she's had a brother and a sister. Mm-hmm. So
well, I personally believe her grandma knew who it was this whole time. I deep down believe that. I know that's a shitty thing to say, but I truly believe it.
Did you actually meet Larry? Have you ever met Larry?
Oh yeah. I've met him quite a few times. Yeah.
What does he feel about now in this situation? He's just ousted though, right?
Funny story. He lives in Florida, so like he's not around. Like it's not.
He has no idea.
He's married. So he's married. He has kids that he say aren't his, but I have suspicions that they are his.
Yeah,
whatever.
your mom was one of them.
So, but yeah, he's married to this woman who has kids, and nobody's told him yet about this, and I keep telling my mom, I'm like, I mean, do we even have to? It's not like it's
like, no, I think wait
nobody even know. Like it,
next time he calls, just be like, oh yeah, you're not my dad anymore. See you, bye.
What was strange, but a strange coincidence, like a week before that, was that Larry texted my mom saying, hey, I'm coming up in town. Do you think your mom and you would maybe want to go to lunch so I can see everybody? And this was like literally a week.
You better see everybody.
Well, then that's what I kept joking. I said, Mom, you know what you do? You drop Larry, Werner, and my Graham off at the restaurant together, but don't know the three of them are meeting, and then you just hightail your ass out of there and leave the three of them sitting there. I thought that would be fantastic, but everyone hates that idea.
Do love Problem Smasher as he just put Jerry. Yeah. She'll be the first one to admit this is Jerry Springer.
Oh, it's straight up. No, this is
the other
this is
side's
not Jerry
usually
Springer.
the
This is Maury Povich.
Maury Povich, yeah. The other side of the family
very
is
Maury
usually
Povich.
the
So
Jerrys.
who is going to research your father?
My father or his father?
This is her grandfather, right?
Yes, this is my mom's dad.
Brittany knows who her dad is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know who my dad is.
Are you in the
I'm
chat
just trying
again?
to make sure.
You in the chat again, dude?
I didn't know we need to find another dude.
No, we don't need to find any more family. I have enough at this point. So if you get a 23andMe, it's absolutely insane. Like
you never know what's going to happen. I mean, it was just a thing. She just wanted to find out. She wasn't doing it to find out family stuff. It's just like, hey, am I British or Czechoslovakian?
I just wanted to know. And
you should have your new uncles do one, because apparently, I guess they didn't show up in your report. Maybe they do want to find out that Werner's not even their dad.
Oh, his dad.
They're all identical. I think
I
think they are doing it too, but
yeah, everyone's doing one now at this point because everyone wants to see it. So my uncle actually did one, and he submitted his, so he should get his results soon.
Right on.
And everything.
Hold on, let me grab this. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Hey, is B1 there?
She is. She's sitting right here. Who's this?
This is Will,
Will
from Memphis.
What's up,
I just
Will?
wanted to know. Hey, I just wanted to know what the celebrity was that she tried to shoot her shot at. I don't know if I missed it.
I don't know. Well, maybe we'll have a game where you guys can try to guess and figure out who that is.
No, she can answer. She's sitting right there.
Well, that's no fun. That's no fun. Why would we do that? Where's the fun in that? Come on, Will.
Who's your guess? Show. Oh, you didn't even let him guess.
No, well, I said, well, then we'll make something out of it. I know who it is. I don't need to. I
don't even know what you're talking about. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. Hi.
No, I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you guys are even talking about.
Okay. Hi. You're on another dumb show.
Hi, Dumb.
Hi. Who's this?
This is Amy from Columbus.
Hey, Amy. What's up?
So I'm listening to Brittany's story, and something weirdly similar happened to me within the last year. I didn't take the DNA test, but I had been doing like family genealogy research. And so my mom's dad was a bit of a creep that liked to get around. And we knew that he had 2 other families before hers. But randomly out of the blue one day, I got an email from, it wasn't 23andMe, it was one of the other ones, but this girl contacted me that through the chain of family trees, she saw that I was a relative through her mother, and her mother never knew exactly who her father was. So we were able to find out that my mom has another half-sister, and we did a thing where we exchanged pictures, and my mom and her mom looked almost identical as children, and then she looks she's like the brunette version of one of my blonde cousins. It's like really, really weird. And basically like her mom just thought that her dad was somebody else that her mother had told her. And as she got older, she's like, well, I don't really look like him. And the story of how they met was kind of weird with the timing of my birthday and all this stuff. So it just never added up. And they had a very Maury moment where he's not the father. And it's just really weird. I gained a whole set of cousins. So
wow.
Happens.
That it does, and that's the thing. After this happened to Brittany, and we were who started to look more into it, and this is happening every single day. I mean, the more and more
people's lives are getting
ruined.
People's lives are getting
ruined or changed for the better.
Ruined from it. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, maybe all the philandering guys out there, their lives are being ruined, or whatever. That's probably what it is. All awful guys. I can't wait till all the 27 kids that'll come my way in about 10 years. So. Oh wait, what? No, I'm kidding, Amy. No, that's interesting. So you like close to them? Have you guys built relationships and all that stuff, or you just kind of keep arm's length, or how's that work?
They live in a different state, and they're all like super duper Mormon. So I'm not really into being super connected, but they're extremely nice people. Mm-hmm. You know, we did the whole, like we say happy birthdays and exchange Christmas cards, and we, say things on Facebook here and there. But yeah, they do live in another state, so we haven't, COVID and all that stuff. So like we haven't really tried to get together yet, but it might happen at some point.
Well, that's good. I hope that you guys build a huge, big new family, and you'll eliminate that other guy's name from all of the records and everything, and you guys just move on as a big, huge
like Opus, not you.
Yeah, and then maybe you guys can convert them from being Mormon. Maybe you guys get some. Speaking of Rumspringa or whatever, do the Mormons do that, or is that just the?
I don't know what Mormons do.
No, I think they're just in it.
They don't do a period where they go bring off like the Mennonites.
I have no idea, to be honest.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I mean, at least also it was good for them, bad for us. But like my real grandpa, he was kind of a piece of shit, like verbally and physically abusive to his family and all this stuff. So it's like, at least we got to kind of give her mom closure that it's like, yeah, you never got to meet your real dad. He's been dead for years, but you wouldn't have liked him anyway.
Yeah.
At least there's some of that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's good. I don't know.
Yeah, what do they call those? Blessings in disguise, as they say?
Yeah.
Well, Amy, thank you for telling your story. I appreciate it. I hope things work out well for the family moving forward. Hold on. Oh, wow. I was about to grab this other call, and they hung up. I tried to grab them right there. So, enough about all that.
We're about to be in a happy hour.
We're in happy hour now. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show.
I do want a beer. I want a beer.
I know. I want to do one, and I didn't pee during the last break. So let's take this phone call real quick. And what we'll do, we'll take a quick break, crack some brews, and I have a story coming back that is insane and does involve panties. Hi, you're on Another Dumb Show.
Dumb, how we doing, buddy?
Good. Who's this?
Hey, my name's Mike.
Mike, what's up, man?
Hey, you said something interesting when Brittany was telling her story.
Awesome.
That when you were listening to the conversation, you heard her grandfather, and you knew it was her, basically.
Yes, I mean he reminded me very much of her over the phone because I don't know that she's shown it here necessarily, but usually she's a laugh a minute at home. She's always busting jokes and making me laugh, and we're telling a serious story. But no, we really, she's usually very witty and it just kind of gregarious and outgoing, and it reminded me very much of her just in the way he spoke. And thank you, Lou. It's hard to explain. If you know somebody very well, you hear another person who kind of seems very similar to them. It was just like, oh my God, this guy is her. It's very weird.
So does that mean you went to his place and threw all his shit on the front yard too? Or
well, I don't know. Has he been texting other guys? What the hell? I don't know. Well, I love he hangs up like he got me. Like
he got you.
Burn my good one, dude. So, yes, we are going to take a break here in just a sec. So, I'll come back. We're going to tell these stories. I'll put these guys on hold in a second. I'll get your calls when we come back from break. I want to enjoy happy hour here for a sec, and then we're going to tell the story about the...
Cheers before we go?
Yeah, here, a quick one here, man. Cheers to you, Larry, L-Dog. Cheers to you, my friend. And, of course...
B1 has a White Claw over there, I think.
Oh, she does?
Yeah, Lou brought me.
Oh, nice. I didn't know she was going to crack one.
Why not? Let's take a few sips.
Well, cheers, darling. Larry's favorite.
Cheers.
You drink the watermelon, you're in trouble.
Oh, is that what that is?
And cheers to all of you. Thanks for joining us on Another Jump Show. We're going to take a break. I got a few people on hold. Of course, you want to call in, and you can do that. 844-HIT-DUMB is the number, 844-448-3862. Of course, you can always tweet us at Another Dumb Show. We'll read your tweets. We'll be right back. killed the kid to get out of his marriage. So he ended up being put in jail for it. And as I believe today's Wednesday, yeah, they overturned the murder conviction. Is today? What is today? Tuesday? So is it last week that they overturned it? So no, today. So they overturned the murder conviction of Ross Harris. So he is going to be out of jail. The jury, and the reason they said that they're going to let him out now is because the jury heard and saw an extensive amount of improperly admitted evidence, which is, like I'd mentioned, lewd photographs of his penis. They were actually, the jury was given full-page color photographs of this guy's penis.
I got a photo of him.
Of him. So that's him in court. And then there's pictures of him. You can see him when he was with his kids too. I think I put a couple of those in there, but the kid that ended up passing away.
Yeah, I did that one.
But so I'm actually glad that this guy's getting out, because I don't think wanting to bang some other chick means you want to kill your kid. I think those are two. I mean, they're very explicitly different things. I don't even know how they could get wrapped together. I mean, it's just, yes, a kid died and it's horrible. But how do you make that leap to go from one to the other? I find that to be a little bit ridiculous. 844 hit dumb. That's 844-448-3862. Yeah, you can see him there.
Looking family.
That's a cute little family, right? So I mean,
and
kid
to
is so
think,
cute. It doesn't mean that he just because he was trying to get some strange. It does not mean that he wanted to murder his kid. I don't even understand why wouldn't you just get the divorce? Like, you know what I mean? I understand child support's a bitch, but I mean, does he make that much money? Is his life going to be that completely ruined? I'm glad that guy's out. I don't think he did it on purpose. I didn't believe. I remember that story when it came out at the time, and I really didn't believe that it was going to go that long.
Like that is a crazy thought, to think that his dick pics is what got him out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That's because, like, you start sending.
Well,
that
it got
message.
him into trouble at first, but now it then got him out of it, I guess.
It brought the light to his case, and then the actual dick pic got him out of jail. That's to me, that blows my mind.
It's actually a very good point.
So he didn't serve any time for just the negligence or anything?
I'm wondering if I just closed the story, but I believe that might be a time served kind of thing. So, hi, you're on another dumb show. It's you. Oh, they hung. There you go. Hi, you're on another dumb show. It's you.
Hey, Dom, how you doing?
Good. Who's this?
This is Doug.
Doug, what's up, dude?
Cincinnati.
Doug, what's going on, man?
Hey, you're talking about the kid that died in the car, right?
Yes.
Which one? Sorry.
I might be a little behind. I don't know. I don't know how this YouTube works.
You're good.
I think that I hate to be cynical, but I believe that a lot of those parents do it on purpose because of this. In the wintertime, wouldn't you say it's just as dangerous to leave your child in the car?
Well, depending on the weather. I mean, below 32, below 40. Okay. I like this one.
I like that too. I was going to say those exact words.
Hold on now. Here we go. Go. Yeah. Okay. I can get down with this. All right. Says it's a rock beat.
Sounds a little country,
so got a rebel soul to it though. That's what it really says it is. Rebel soul.
Kind of poppy though.
Little too poppy. It really reminded me of like an old kind of like that. What's that song where they cut that guy's ear off in Reservoir Dogs?
There's a song to that scene?
Yeah, it's one of the most famous scenes in film history.
I know the scene. I didn't know there's a song to it.
Yeah. Oh. Was it Stuck in the Middle with You? Is that what it is? I can't remember. No. But it reminds me of that.
A little bit. It does sound like this would be on a Reservoir Dogs soundtrack.
Yeah, cut a guy's ear off to this one today.
No.
Don't do that. Join us. Happy hour. Second hour is always happy hour here on Another Dumb Show. Welcome. Glad to have you guys along with us. Hope you guys are enjoying your week. Hey, if you're off, tomorrow's your day off. If you're off on Friday, I mean, it's happy hour. Go crazy. Don't let me stop. Just don't go anywhere. Be responsible.
Why would they be off on Friday?
Some people are just off on Fridays. It just happens. Now, B1 is here. For those of you who are just getting out of work or getting out of your car or whatever, B1, welcome, my darling. How are you?
great. I'm doing
Totally
great.
spelled her name wrong.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Took it down.
Very.
Yeah, it's Britney. The hot way. Britney Spears way. The hot way.
And I'm only going to tell you
Stripper way. What?
I was going to say, and I'll only tell you one time how to spell it. And if you don't spell it right again, I get a little upset about it.
Okay, do it. Spell it.
1TNEY.
Like Britney Spears. Jeez, who cares? Anyway. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Now, how's Bean Reno doing over there? You've had my dog with you all day.
That's my baby.
I think everybody watching knows that's my dog.
I'm scared to put this up.
What? Much better.
Okay,
Much
all
better.
right.
Good job, Larry. B1's here, and I mentioned that she has a crazy. If you didn't like that 23andMe story, I don't care. That's a little That's some heart-wrenching shit to me right there. I loved it. I thought she was.
How many people get a new grandpa? You know.
That's what I'm saying. In 20 minutes, you find out you got a whole new family. It's just insane. It's just a crazy story to me. I did say I was going to grab a phone call. Did he hang on through the break? I want to be a jerk if he did hang on. I did. He did. Let me grab my dude here. Hi. Thank you for hanging on. You're on another dumb show. Who's this? It's you.
Hold on. Sorry. Hello.
Hey, who's this?
This is Taylor. Is B1 still there? Sorry,
Taylor?
I haven't been able to hear anything.
Yes, Taylor. B1 is here. Now, is this the Taylor that I think it is?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
What Taylor would that be?
Taylor used to call into the old show and used to really give me.
I love you, man.
I love you too, buddy.
You.
That's why I'm busting your chops. Taylor and I had go back because Taylor he would call into the show and he a lot of long walks.
We got
sometimes.
in an argument.
Yeah, we got in a few arguments, but it's funny. There's a lot of people, and I had a guy email asking. He wants me to tell the story about what happened to me in that Uber ride where I almost got robbed. And he kind of mixed up some of the details, so I'll go back and I'll remind everybody about that story because
that could be some extra.
It's
content.
weird how
that could be
people,
extra content.
Another day, another time. Yeah. I don't think we'll do that today because it gets me all riled up. I don't want to get all riled
Please
up.
Don't get riled up before we have to go home.
That's
great.
oh, wow, geez, guys. Now it sounds like I'm gonna yell at her and throw her stuff out or something.
I would think she would want you riled up. You know, if it's not at her, just rile them up.
Yeah,
know?
right. Somebody. No, Larry.
No, it rolls over.
Yeah,
Are you
like
kidding me?
Yeah, like you. We learned yesterday. I admitted that
thanks,
when when some things piss me off, I tend to project it on the other people instead of what's actually pissing me off.
Wait, what do you mean? Thanks, Larry. I pissed him off yesterday.
No.
I pissed him off.
I'm just joking.
Whoa.
So, a while back, I was, you know me. I guys like to partake. I like to burn down. I like to do all that stuff. I realized I had I had something turned up that shouldn't have been turned up. So I apologize if you guys were getting a weird feedback or echo or anything there for a sec. That was my fault. So I buy weed, right? I can get it from the dispensary. Yeah, yeah. You didn't know? But no. Taylor, you had a question for Brittany. I cut you off. Go ahead.
I wanted to tell you so
I'm
bad.
sorry. I
Hey,
forgot.
Taylor.
I forgot he's so quiet and chill. Usually he talks for like 3 hours. No, I'm kidding.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
just haven't stopped.
Go ahead, Taylor. Go ahead, my friend.
No, normally when I call in, I get shot or I shot somebody. That was my last 2 calls.
That's true.
But yeah, so I got a lot to say. But yeah, basically it's a positive call about Brittany. I was just going to say I worked at a vet for like 2 months, and as a big animal lover, I just couldn't do it. Like, it's just so sad and everything. But that's not the main point. The main point I want to get to with B1 is, I don't know. See, I get mixed up because I listen to old shows and new shows at the same time.
Do you want to take notes next time? You want to take some notes?
I remember B1
It's a long walk, Taylor.
was forced to be a front desk worker.
Yeah.
And long story short, now she's working at a new place, and now apparently she's like a manager or a leader of some sort. So I was just wondering,
you're actually
her path from being the pretty girl up front to now doing what she loves. And I'm going to hang up and let her answer that.
Perfect.
How'd you do that?
I'll answer for her.
Oh,
hard work.
Oh, shit.
Dedication. Okay. That's how.
Busting
The story
ass.
I have right now is way better than that. We'll get back to that because I will get back to that because you did.
I want to hear you said busting ass. I kind of want to hear about the busting ass.
Well, we'll get there in a sec. So. Sit back, because this will be a good one. This will take us probably till the end of the show.
Last time I sat back, you thought things were on fire because this was.
So, Oh yeah, that was funny. So this guy I was buying weed from, he sends me a text one day and he goes, "Yo," and one of the things that like when I work with my dealers, I usually say, "Hey, let's not mention that you sell it to me. Don't tell your buddies, like, because I don't want to get back." When I was on the old show, I didn't want to deal with any of that. Boy, done bought weed today, or I don't want to deal with that shit. So I was, I deal with people who are usually very chill as far as that goes. So one day, the guy that I'm getting it from, he goes, "Hey, kind of slipped up and told one of my buddies at work that I sell you weed." I went, it's cool as long as he's
After
cool.
years of keeping it hush.
Well, it hadn't been that long, actually.
Oh,
it hadn't been that long. And I actually just kind of rolled with it because he's a nice guy, and I didn't care that much, actually. That didn't bother me that much.
At this point.
Yeah. So he says to me, though, so here's the thing. My buddy at work is obsessed with B1, your girl, your fiance. And you had jokingly mentioned on the air that she considered selling her panties once before. And this guy is wondering, will she sell him her used panties?
I just keep flipping back to her to get that reaction. My reaction.
So this is him. He sends this to me. And I'm actually kind of a sexual deviant. So a little bit of it to me was actually a little bit sexy that was happening. I'm like, God damn, my girl's so fucking hot. Other guys want to smell her puss. That actually makes me hot. That makes me all feel virile and studly.
I don't know if that's... okay.
It's just, my brain's fucked, dude. I don't know what to tell you. I'm a sexual deviant. So I said then, I looked at her and went, I showed her my phone and said, I'm down if you're down. You want to make some extra bucks? Go right ahead. And so I put her in touch with the guy that I was getting weed, not sold to.
No, you didn't. Why didn't you be the middleman? What are you...
I didn't want to be the middleman. I don't want to be involved.
You set up a storefront or something.
Because going back to the old show, I don't want to be involved. It's her decision. I've presented it. You do what you want with it. I don't want to be the panty pimp. Okay, I'm not trying to be the panty pimp. I will facilitate the pimpage, and then I'm done pimping from there. That's it. I will hand it off, and it's up to you to pimp your puss from there.
But
so,
you already got you pimp your puss. Don't pimp your puss.
Don't pimp your puss, honey.
Look. I think that would be the one thing that would make it more hot for me. Not that I want to buy used panties. That if someone said like I want to fuck her, like that's it. I think that's
implied.
A different one. You think that's implied?
To me. Yeah.
I don't know.
With wanting to smell the also I said to myself, it's a panty thing. Some guys that's just their weird fetish is panties. It doesn't matter if it's hers, another girl's. It's just they're into panties. And this guy actually, it turned out, while he did think she was hot, supposedly, this guy was into her and panties. His friend
was into panties.
Yes, the friend was into panties.
And you believe that it was the friend?
Hold on, we're getting bogged down here. So, the friend, about I would say about a month into this, maybe.
Yeah. I did it. He said his friend wanted it, and we said okay, fine. I said okay, fine. Sean's gonna come pick something up.
How long did you think about it? Like,
that's right. I dropped it off. That's right.
What the? So you were the middleman.
I was a middleman for one of them. I forgot, but it's only because I had to make. It was a timing thing. I'm all about reducing steps, and that was reducing a step there.
You weren't even the middleman. You were the delivery. You were the delivery man.
I was actually a pickup day. Anyway. So
at first it was like I was like, I don't know if I want to do this or not. Like that's really friggin' weird. What do you mean someone used underwear? Like that's weird. And then I thought that for like 2 seconds.
I was about to say, give me a fucking break.
It was like not even 2 seconds.
Listen to this girl trying to give me a break.
At first I was. You can't say I wasn't. At first I was like, that's weird. And then I was like, I saw the number and I went, how do you?
The amount you were going to get paid for them.
How much I was going to get paid, and I was like. Well, I got underwear I can get rid of. I mean, I was going to throw them away anyway. I mean, if I can make a couple bucks off of them, girls in Japan put them in vending machines. Why can't I just straight up?
I like her style.
Stores.
I like her style.
The chat is asking the price.
You say whatever you want. It's up to you.
I thought you got how much it was. Remember, Curious George asked what was the top donation because he was going to top it. So, I mean, be careful the way you answer this question.
$7,000. There you go. Oh, I said $7,000.
$7,000.
That's funny. No. So how many times would you say how many pairs did the friend get?
Maybe 2, 3.
Okay.
I was about to say this was a bulk order.
So no, it went on for. Hold on. So a couple times it happened, right? So then, I don't know where I don't know how it happened. I don't remember exactly, but the guy.
You stopped being the middleman, and I just took care of it.
I was about to say, like you said a couple times it happened. Who delivered all these times?
No. See, I don't remember even being. I don't remember.
You dropped it off one time, but after that, like I took care of the whole thing. So
so yeah, that's what I said. I knew because I specifically did not want to be involved in this and said it's your thing. You do what you want with it.
So I took care of it, and
no, you took care of it.
So a few times, we would. He'd go pick up weed, so he'd say,
how did it change, my love? Where did we go from the turn from the friend?
Oh, he straight up. It was like the second time he goes, okay, I have to be honest with you. It's actually me that wants your underwear. It's not. I don't have. There is nobody.
Now we're getting to where I was going to.
He straight up just after it was like 1 or 2 times.
So it turns out
I sold it to him one time, and not even 2 or 3 days later, he said, okay, it's actually not my buddy. It's me. Can I have another pair next week? Like
it's my friend. It's my friend that I was getting the weed from. Turns out it was him all along, not the friend. So I just went, you know what? I'm just getting stuff from him, maybe fewer and fewer here and there. And then
but the deliveries are still coming? No?
Yeah, it was I changed the quality was a little different from another vendor, so I changed vendors for a while.
B1, were you still making drop-offs?
Oh yeah, and it got added on too. It then turned into, actually, I have a sock thing too. Like, would you take pictures of your feet in like socks?
Did this turn into panties for weed?
No, I got cash. No, are you kidding me?
Okay, I thought
she's trading.
This is my side gig. This is my side hustle. We gotta pay.
She does all this with him. She's doing socks. She's doing underwear and socks. Just used stuff, trading with, right?
Yeah, straight up.
So throughout this whole time, she's telling me he's getting a little creepy, for lack of a better term, because
persistently creepy.
These exchanges are supposed to be a very, it's a transaction. You know what I mean? And that's the end of it, right?
Like a subscription box.
Well, for whatever reason, I seemingly thought he was on some sort of OnlyFans page where he was going to be interacting with her. And
real life OnlyFans.
Well, he was saying, it's like, oh my God, this is the best I've ever. Like, she showed them to me, and
I'm not joking.
I can't imagine ever saying these things to a girl in person, let alone typing them in a text. Period. Just like, it's the greatest I've ever smelled.
So I'm not exaggerating. Like, I'm straight up not exaggerating. When I would check my phone, I would have like 25 messages from this person excessively saying how sorry they were that they were sending me these I'm not even joking. I'm sorry I'm sending you such creepy messages. I'm sorry I'm being so over the top.
Followed by a creepy message.
Oh my God, I need it right now. I need it right now. And then he would say, these are so good. I know a website that you can sell these on because that's where I used to get my panties from before. So he's a frequent panty sniffer or whatever the hell he does with them. But he's
he used to buy online. He found a local spot.
I know
the panty business.
I know exactly what he's doing with them. Trust me.
Yeah.
He
asked for specific material. Yes, we're very sure we know exactly what was happening.
Is he wearing them?
Hold on.
Is he wearing them?
What? No.
Oh,
he's cranking it out. He's cranking it because he wants a very specific texture. But Wet Shoelaces cracked me up. He says Sean Street panty moderator. That made me laugh.
Yes.
Very good.
So how did you prepare these panties though? Like what?
You just wear them all day. I just wake up in the morning, get ready for work, wear them to work all day.
Nothing special. Nobody asked he asked for a special request. Like I need you to lift like.
No, nothing. Nope. No, like hey, I need you to shower and then put them on. Nothing. Just hey. I want you. One time he did ask me though. He's like, "Can you wear them for like 3 days straight and then give them to me?" And I said, "No, I physically cannot do that. That's absolutely. I'm okay. I'm sorry. I physically can't do it." but I'm going to tell you I did it, and I'm going to sell it to you like I did, and it's not like you knew any
Why'd you
different.
tell him that? Well, why'd you tell him that then?
I think you guys are.
Well, then, because he showed me how much money he wanted to pay for your 3-day panty, and I said, sure, how are you going to know the difference if I didn't wear these for 3 days or not?
Yeah, don't tell him that you're not going to wear them. Just be like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could have been wearing those panties for all he knows. My
Yeah.
butthole smells like puss constantly.
Is he still a customer?
Well,
is he still a customer?
That's a great question, Larry. I'm glad we got
Because
to
if
that
he is,
point,
I'm down and getting in some panties at that point. And
because well, about I'd say right before you just went on vacation a couple weeks ago.
So it was 3 weeks. It was probably 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
He had a stash to take with him, though, right?
So
hold on, listen. Let her tell you what happened.
So 3 weeks ago, we're just hanging out, and not Panty Guy and I, but Sean and I are hanging out, and we all of a sudden my Facebook messaging is blowing up. Facebook Messenger. He's trying to video call me from his Facebook Messenger. He's trying to call me from Facebook Messenger, and I'm like, "What the hell is this guy up to now? Like, no, leave me alone." Like,
that's a different OnlyFans
so
subscription.
then I'm
where you
like,
call somebody up.
exactly.
Right.
I was like, we didn't talk about this.
Yes.
So then it kept going, and then I start getting messages, and the messages start saying, "If you ever come to my house again, I will rock your world. I will kill you." Mind you, they're coming from his Facebook page. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
Oh.
And I'm like, what is this guy on right now? Like, what does he mean he's going to kill me if I come to his house?
And I knew the second as soon as she's reading these things to me, I go, oh boy. I knew something. I know who that is.
And then it clicked when it switched over to, he has a family, he has a wife and kids. You've just ruined somebody's life.
So
I get accused, and I straight up just say, first of all, I just want to let you know I'm not sleeping with your husband whatsoever. Not even a little bit.
Yes, this
wow, I'm flabbergasted.
The guy's wife begins just bombarding her online. And not only on her Facebook, she's going on like her family's Facebook and posting, "You never believe what this girl did. How could she do all this? Blah, blah, blah." So yes, pull your mic a little bit closer, honey. It's a little hard to hear you. That's okay. So that's on me. I didn't have her mic turned up enough, guys. But she is starting to get scared because this girl is like she's going berserk.
Yeah, rock your world.
I'm going to straight up kick your fucking ass. I'll break your face.
She told
if I
me
ever
she was
see
going
you.
to kill me. Like, I was terrified, and I've seen this woman before in real life. Like, I was scared.
How'd you see her?
Oh, we've seen them when we buy weed and stuff. Like, we've seen them. Like,
So when you deliver, was she right there when you made the delivery?
My question is, did she? No, just in the house or whatever, and aware of it. But I think what she thought was it was just a weed transaction. She didn't understand.
Because I would leave wait.
You would leave a what? Did you leave a bow?
So no, what happens is when I would leave them on the porch, it would be in a Ziploc bag, double sealed, the Ziploc bag, and then it'd just be in like a plastic blue bag. And he told me to put it in a certain spot, and also that like if Sean was picking up weed, that the weed would be there, leave that there, and then like it's a transaction. Or vice versa, or like
you didn't have any branding on the bag,
or anything like that.
I can make you a bee on the bag and everything.
So my question though really is like, I don't do because this woman is like has now switched over to other accounts and is just chasing, like trying to just harassing her constantly. Like she started up with me.
But what is she saying to him though?
Well, that's my question. Why I don't understand why she's angry at B1.
Yeah, B1's just a business owner.
Exactly. Like and this girl is like a small business owner of her own too. Like she's not doing anything like that, but I don't entrepreneurial.
Panty-newer.
So yeah, I don't really understand why she's should she 844 hit dumb 844 hit dumb. Is Brittany to blame for this? I don't think so. Am I to blame for this? No, because I actually truly, call me naive, call me stupid, did not think it was for my friend. Because if you would have said it, I would have been like, nah, no. Because
how is that any different, though? How is that any different?
Because I know he's married with kids, and I don't want to get involved in all that.
But
if it's some random-ass dude that he works with that I don't know and she doesn't know or whatever, and because she even kind of knew him too. Like, not really, though.
But like, we didn't like
Dude, like she
I would know who he was if he walked past me on the street.
But doesn't that still make, even if he's married, that's still you're still creating him to be a middleman? If it was him to get to his friend,
well, is she a homewrecker? Is what you're saying? Is she a homewrecker? Because that's what she's straight up being called right now. You are a homewrecker.
This lady told me I've ruined her whole entire family. That I have ruined this family's life.
Well, have you smelled her panties? Like, I mean, who's got better panties? God, I'm just saying.
Hi, you're on another dumb show. What's up? Is it work? Didn't work. Oh man.
I'm just saying, if the wife.
Hi, you're on another dumb show. Damn it. Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Good evening, guys. It's Curious George from Columbus. How are you?
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Good. Is Brittany still there?
If you're listening, she sure is. Or watching, yeah.
Hi, George.
Sorry, it's when you put people.
I know. We're trying to get it fixed. I know. Go ahead.
She's there?
Hi, George.
Oh, my gosh. Hi, Brittany. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I don't know if anybody said anything dumb, but I can only hear her through your mic. So I'll try my best to hear her answers. But can I ask her some questions?
You should be able to hear her just fine, George. That one I actually don't know the answer to because she's turned up. You should be able to hear her just fine.
Am I not talking into the mic?
Talk loud. Right into it. What's the question, George?
What's up, George?
Okay, so I was just wondering. I had a couple, but I mean, if I can just ask them. So, Brittany, what is your favorite sexual position?
Yeah, let me know. Let's hear it. Good.
You don't know yet? Wait, you don't know?
She doesn't communicate shit. She would. No, I know what to do with her in the moment, but I don't. She doesn't. Never actually. I don't think actually said a specific. I have a favorite position to me. So
this is group learning. Then
yeah, let's hear.
I enjoy when we do reverse cowgirl. Actually,
we don't do that very often.
But when I do throw that in there, it's a nice.
No one does reverse cowgirl often. That's too much work on them.
Not for me.
I got bad.
On them.
I got bad hips, but there's something about it. It just when it right time hits all the right spots.
That's right. All right, George.
True story.
Anything else? Thank you for helping there, buddy.
Yes. So Dom, I'm just letting you know you have to be the luckiest guy on earth to have her in your presence. She is painfully gorgeous.
She's in my presence right now too.
Extremely gorgeous. She has the greatest personality. Anytime I ask her a question on Instagram or whatever, she's always so kind towards me. She could literally block me if she wanted to. But she's just a fucking fantastic woman. That woman is just the best of the best. But I do have another question, Brittany. So have you and Dom ever role played like for instance, like you're the mean cop and he's like the guy with the bad vasectomy that you want to arrest?
Actually, we played doctor once, and that's how the vasectomy happened. But no, no,
damn.
No, we've role played. That was fun. We've done role play.
Role play constantly, all the time.
That's what happens when you get a vet to work on your
shit. That's our shit. What the fuck are you talking about? We got a repertoire. We've done it all.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
When she was out on her own, and getting all horned up by other dudes, she wanted to do a first date with me. So we did a first date role play. That was pretty good.
Do you guys ever do the I don't know you?
I will say though, all of our role play always leads back to very specific things. Two very specific things that are happening. So I think we both kind of have a little thing we're working on here. She'd say whatever she wants, but I'll leave it up to her. But I'm telling you,
which one is it?
We start on one track, and it could be like the first date, meet somebody new, and we always end up back to somebody calling somebody something.
I know. You don't.
It always rolls back to that role.
Is that the one? Is that the one?
But I don't even know if that's like role playing though, or if it's just like it is for. Yeah.
Do you say it? Do you guys want to say it?
It can be either way.
I do. I do call him daddy a lot. Like when we're having sex, like I really do.
I do not cut back on that one.
No, we do. We say it. I say it a lot, and like it just ends up happening. But I don't know if that's like. I don't know if you consider that role playing, or if you would consider that like
pet name.
Not even like a pet name, like dirty talk. Like, or is that just like dirty talk? If I'm just like, yeah, daddy, give it to me, or like, is that dirty talk, or is that
some of them get kind of specific sometimes?
Some of it's a specific role play.
Yeah, some of it gets real dirty.
Some of it's just
somebody's on their way home from school.
No, I get.
Oh yeah, you gotta hurry before your mom gets home from work.
Oh no! know.
Yeah, all that good stuff, baby. It gets dirty. Down and dirty, George. You like that?
Heck yeah.
You good,
I
George?
thought I heard some heavy
You
breathing
good,
there,
George?
my buddy.
He
You
said-
said you got it under control, but it came back.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks so much for picking up the phone, Dom. I didn't think that you would pick up with me because I do ask dumb questions. I understand, but Brittany's so just open and honest, and I don't want to push this anymore. I'm sure your fans are starting to unsubscribe just because I'm on the phone. But Brittany, again, you are perfection, Brittany. Perfection. I try to look at your Instagram pics to find something wrong. Maybe you have like 7 toes and on 1 foot, and there's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect. So congratulations, Dom. You got to spoil her rotten. Thanks, guys. Have a good evening. Take care.
All right,
Bye,
thank
George.
you, George. George, I think he almost busted.
I'm
there.
pretty
I
sure he
think it was
did.
Pretty
Yeah,
close.
he
It was
said.
pretty close.
He said.
I've never heard
Yeah.
him. I've literally never heard him so happy on a phone call before. Like that was.
Hey, I'm happy. I'm
No, I know, but like that was a little extra pep in his step.
Somebody says Diz wants you to do your dirty talk.
She did.
No.
She did already.
I did just for like a second,
Yeah,
but like
no,
not
but it's
like I
as-
can't.
Yeah, you can't really do it unless
No.
we're in the mood. You know what I'm saying? Hi, you're on another dumb show.
Hey, I was going to say, Brittany's definitely not in the wrong there.
Thank you.
Um,
Thank you. I feel the
Did
same
you-
way.
Thank you.
Do you still talk to the dealer, dude?
No, he stopped texting me. He stopped texting me. I actually owe him some dough too, and
He
I
didn't
feel-
stop
and he
texting
just
you.
straight-
His
His
number
wife
got
stopped
deleted.
texting you.
Yeah.
He got his phone taken away. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Funny how that happens, right?
Well, I feel bad for him because he. I think she's divorcing him, or they're separating
Over
or
some
something.
panties?
But
Yes,
that makes you
that's-
wonder.
Exactly.
I was going to say, you need to try to figure out what he's telling her, because he's probably saying, hey, Dumb's offering his girls panties for weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
I talked to. Don't you worry. I talked to the wife, and I made it very clear about what happened. It was when I spoke.
No, I mean, ask him, see what see what his side of this.
Well, because I was deathly afraid that this woman was that he was telling his wife that we were sleeping together. Like that's what I thought, because
Yeah.
I'm like why would you be? I understand why you'd be upset, but not to the point where you're telling me that you're going to kill me and call me a homewrecker because I sold your husband a couple of pair of my underwear. Like I didn't sleep with your dude. Like
I wonder
trust
how
me.
she found out. Was she like doing
Well, she
laundry or
had to
something and
have-
saying like these ain't
Probably
mine?
some
Like,
crazy person going through a phone or something.
Well, so it makes you wonder, like, what else was going on that, like, I got in the crossfire at that time.
So, hi, who's this? You're on another dumb show. Hello, who's this? It's you.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, who's this?
Roberta from Pennsylvania.
Roberta, how are you? What do you want to say to B1 and Larry? What's going on?
They don't want to talk to me.
Nothing much. You guys are great. I listen to you whenever you are on the old show.
Thank you.
Never on a new show.
Well, thank you for watching the new show too. I appreciate that. I'm just letting her go.
No,
do
I
her thing.
I actually just found you like 2 days ago, so I've been like backtracking on everything.
Thank you.
And God, I didn't think that you were actually going to answer, so I totally forgot what the hell I was going to say.
You are new. I have been saying I pay for these goddamn phones, so when they ring, I'm going to friggin' answer them. So go right ahead, Roberta. Yes,
I
what
would
would
say
you like
put her
to
back
say?
on hold, but she can't hear the show
she's
then at that
catching up.
point.
She's catching up. What? Go ahead. Do you have a question
No, I
for
am
B1,
catching
or
up.
did you have a comment on the homewrecker situation?
That,
Right
I
here.
mean, no, hey, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, if you're making money off of it, you know.
Right. Now, would
for
you
actually not doing anything?
Yeah, are you married,
You know,
Roberta?
wearing underwear and setting up. No, but I'm with my partner for, oh my gosh, almost 9 years now.
All right. If you found out that your
if I could-
partner
if I-
it was buying another woman's panties, what would you do?
No, that would piss me off because he already. Only for the fact because, like, the whole like getting like back to you and be one with like the whole trust thing. You know, if he would tell me, okay, yeah, I have this little fetish, blah blah blah, I would probably be like, all right, well, you can spend like this much.
Oh,
on a
you'd
pair
even
of
give
panties.
wow, you'd even
Nice.
give an allowance. Now
Nice.
that's a good woman right there. I like that.
Yeah, but you need to tell me don't keep it from me.
But how is
You
that a thing
know,
that
I
you get
mean-
told before? Like before you even know, as a guy, you know, like as a guy who's cheated before, who has gone through some of these things.
Finally said it on the air.
I thought I said that before
I
last
don't know
week.
if maybe you did. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Dabbled. All right, yeah.
But the thing is like how, from a guy standpoint, do you say like this is what is happening when you don't even know like the possibility ever exists? Because like this particular guy had to lie and say it was for his friend, not for him.
Well, I think
because he never thought it would happen, right?
He lied to me because he knew I would be like, nah, I don't want you know. Cause
Yeah, who's going to ask the guy straight up,
you.
hey, can I buy your chick's underwear? No,
Yes.
it's, hey, my buddy's into it. I know
Well,
she...
see, like,
But you also
dog.
believe it. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. If you when you said yes to that, that was that guy's point where it's like, fuck, this is happening.
Yeah.
You know, was that the point that he was supposed to tell his wife, like, look,
He
I
probably
got this
should've told her
fetish.
a
I
few
got
years
this
ago.
shit set up.
He's been doing it for
No.
a while, I think. Not just
Right,
her.
but
The fact that
dumb,
you could tell me
I'm
more, I'm
like
selling it.
dumb. Dumb, I'm like you. Do not lie to me. There's like 3 things that you do not do. You do not cheat, you do not lie, and you do not steal.
Well, if you do
from
cheat,
me.
then admit it
Lying-
at least. Then you admit it, and then we
Lying
work
is
through
like
it.
that, like, right, but I mean, you know, my boyfriend now, I mean, he not that he lies, he just like keeps stuff like from me. And then I found out later, and then I get like totally pissed off. And
Not
I'm like,
telling is the same as lying.
Yes. Omittance.
You know,
by,
just tell me at the fact.
omittance by
And
choice
what I always,
is a lie.
right, but what I tell him is if you like do something, buy something, whatever that I don't or would not agree on, yes, I'm going to be pissed off at the minute. You know, that minute I'm going to be pissed off.
Of course. Yeah, you find
But I'll
out in
get
the
over
minute,
it.
and then
But
you get
I'll
over
get
it.
over it. But I'll get over it.
Exactly.
But if I find out later, I'm going to be pissed off a hell of a lot fucking more.
I think Roberta
So
and I
he's
are
still
on the...
after almost 9 years, he still doesn't get that into his head, and I don't understand it. And he it's just like a big.
I feel like Roberta's talking about us now, and not her relationship anymore.
What kind of things is he buying? That's what I want to know.
I do have to say here, this guy has a very good point. Charlie Reck says if he wasn't getting them from B1, then he'd get them from someone else. So how is it B1's fault?
Well,
Fuck that guy's
well,
wife.
Back to like what I said before, like he literally told me, these are awesome. This is a website that I used to get them from. Like, hey, here, you should sell them on here. And I went, oh, I didn't even know that was like a thing. Like I didn't know it was a
forgot about the
website.
website.
Yeah, so like I looked at the website and everything. Don't think I didn't look at it. I mean, you got to pay for it, but it's,
Is there like a membership?
Oh, yeah, it's like a membership.
She made a profile and
I
everything.
tried
It's
to.
just too
I
much
tried
work.
to make a profile.
That's the thing.
It was too much work.
This
It
is
was
why
way too much work.
People always say, "Why doesn't she do OnlyFans or whatever?" And I say, "'Cause she's
Lazy.
lazy." That's the only fucking reason in the world she'd be a billion. She'd have been a millionaire by now, or thousandaire
so
at least.
lazy when it
But
comes
she
to it.
literally would have to say, "Hey, what are you wearing today?" And she'd have to say, "Wet panties for you, dude." And get $1,000.
Just not into it?
I don't understand it. Just fucking fake your way through it. God, I wish I was a hot chick. You guys are so stupid.
Like I don't know why you would have told him that you were wearing them for 3 days and shut the fuck up. Like
I
just,
did.
yeah.
No, I said I did. I ended up like just saying, yeah, I'll do that when he told me how
Oh, I
much
thought
he
you
would
told
pay
him
for
that
it.
I'm not gonna actually wear
No,
them.
at first I
Okay.
was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then he's like, well, I paid this much for it. And I was like, well, he's not going to know I didn't wear underwear
Okay,
for 3 days.
okay.
So then I did it.
Yeah, that's
of
a done
course.
deal.
And then real quick, back to what like Roberta said about the whole like she would want to know about her husband's fetish or whatever.
Yeah.
I swore, like I thought she knew about it because they have quite a few kids. They've been together for a quite amount of time.
That's not a reason. That's not a reason.
I straight up thought that, but I thought that she knew that that's what he was into.
That's
so
not
like,
a reason.
I
but
swear
where
to
am I?
God, no.
But where am I
Nope.
to like be like, oh, okay, like that's weird for them to be into it. But I mean, if that's what gets his rocks off before him and his wife go do it, like sure, I don't care. Like it's.
Does anybody
I'm
know
not
how long they've
touching
been
you.
married? How long they've been together?
I don't know, Sean.
I could probably tell you exactly how long they've been married.
I know that gives things away. So I have not said how long I've been married. Have I said? I have not said that because I think that will give some things away. So I understand why you might not want to tell me. Has it been a considerable amount of time they've been together?
They've been together for quite some time. Like they have quite a few kids together.
And their kids are of older age?
I would say they've been
range.
married since at least 2013, 2014.
But I think a little.
That's not long. That's
But I
not.
think
That's
they've
not
been-
long
but
enough for
they've been-
fetishes.
But no, I think they've been together longer. Like they've been together
Before
quite
that,
some time.
you mean?
Yeah.
Perhaps I actually don't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. To
I
me
don't know, but
because
all I know is I didn't have fuckers.
His fetishes don't matter to you, because
no,
he
I
asked you for
truly-
that shit.
I'm telling you, I truly believe that he knew, or that she knew. I really, truly, for whatever reason, I thought just that was their thing, and it was almost maybe like she was kind of into it too. Maybe I don't know why.
When
I
he
thought that.
added socks in, I was like, "Oh, she knows." Like I straight up was like, "Oh, she knows." Like that's like how do you keep a foot and an underwear fetish away from like your significant other? Like I was like, "All right, he's got quite a few." Like she knows. Like how do you not?
Something Shark says something about you when the kids run out of the room wearing your panties as a hat. They never did any of that. I have to say, even though B1 does leave her, they've seen her panties though since the day they met her because she just leaves her panties on the bathroom floor every morning. So the boys get a little treat every morning.
I hang my bra up on the bathroom
If
door.
they're into that, they are getting it. So Diana, you're on another dumb show. What's up?
Hey guys. Hey Brittany.
Hi.
So I was just wondering, we all know the origin story of you getting with Dumb, or we think we know that you wanted to be with someone on the show. Wanted to know your
Larry?
side of that.
Wait, slow down.
Wait,
what happened?
All right, yes, slow down, Diana. For people who don't know, on the old show I was on, I went out to dinner one time, and Brittany was drunk and said the only reason she ever hooked up with me was because she wanted to hook up with somebody on the old show that I worked with. Didn't care who it was. Dumb got there first.
Gotcha. That came out so fast.
That was just nice and easy.
I know
there
that
you go.
one.
So
I wasn't following.
people. Hopefully, we have people who don't know the old show. I doubt we do, but it'd be great if we did. So I got to every once in a while explain this stuff. So go ahead.
And then I also want to know about the story with you texting other guys. That's it.
Texting other guys?
There you go. Yeah,
he texts me sometimes.
It's always a pleasure hearing from you.
I was so nice to her at first, and you're like, this fucking bitch.
Are you not supposed to text me? Is that against the rules, B1?
Sorry, Larry.
No, you can text Larry all you want. Hey, man, at least you know what you're getting.
Listen,
there.
we're not doing couples therapy today, everybody. I had a grandpa story and a panty story. All right, there's plenty of time to hear everything else. I get it.
We'll dig into it. I don't think she knows I talked about all that, guys. I told her not to
I
watch,
literally
so
have
way to
no
go.
idea. I was told not to watch the show the other day, and I did not watch the show the other day. So
I didn't expect her to actually
little,
listen. So, all right, great, guys. Way to go. Thanks, Diana. Thanks. Hi, PDJ. What's up, my dude?
Maybe he has the same question.
What's up, dude?
What's up, brother? How are you?
Who? What? What'd you call me?
It's you, PDJ. Or who is this? Is this PDJ?
No, man.
Oh, my bad. Who's this?
It's Dennis the Menace.
Dennis, what's up, my man? What do you want to say? Dennis. Well, okay. Hi, Dennis. What's up?
Save it.
Sorry. I had to take you off speaker. No, I love the show. Met you on the old show.
Thank you.
Larry is a trip. I love him.
Me too.
He's awesome.
He's wonderful. I'm
Thanks,
glad you
man.
guys. I'm glad you're enjoying him.
You enjoying me?
Lou?
I'm a little treat.
Lou, can I kind of refer to Lou as like Snitz because he's pretty quiet on the mic.
Well, I'd rather you not call him Snitz. I think he's on another show already, and but
No,
yes,
I
it's
get it.
similarities.
Like,
I see what you're saying. Yes, very similar for
Snot.
sure.
One day I'll tell you what to
Can we
call
call him
Lou,
Snot?
and you can all join in on that.
Can we maybe call him Snoz? I guess. Sure. Maybe. I don't know.
I think he might has
B1?
he has a nickname, but go ahead.
Okay. B1, happy to see you around again. That's awesome. Miss you.
Thank you.
Going back to the whole panty thing, full back panties, that's my thing. Sorry. Just had to get that out.
Wait, is that your position?
No, I think that's a reference to another show that's been that's no longer in existence. So that's a super old weird reference. But okay, go ahead. Yes, Dennis.
Wait, am I not watching the live one? I clicked on the live and I'm watching live. I just clicked on it like 20 minutes ago. B1's
You're
on,
live.
right?
You're
Yes,
live with
you're
us, buddy.
live.
You're
but
live.
the pulling the panties to the side. Okay.
Oh,
go,
I know what
yes,
show he's
that's-
talking about.
yes,
Okay,
that's
that's he didn't say it the same way.
That was a reference. So yes.
Okay, he didn't
go.
say it the
What
same
were
way.
you?
Same
Yes.
thing. I love full back panties.
Oh,
they look sexy on women. I do not like thongs.
Oh,
because
full
where they go.
back.
I thought that's what he said, but I wasn't 100% sure. But I was like, I'm just gonna let him go.
Totally misunderstood.
I heard
you.
pullback pennies.
Okay,
no
so you.
hip huggers or nothing.
Oh, see, those are my. I like the nice bikini cut, high cut on the side for nice when she pops that hip. I love that.
Yeah. Those are nice.
No hip huggers for me. Don't like that. Full back. It actually accentuates that ass. That's what I like.
No, the hip huggers do that better, man.
I mean, it definitely does the hip. Now, do you like
the boy shorts?
I used to be in the boy shorts, but I like that high side hip one. Why do you like the granny
I don't like
panties?
high waist.
Do you have a granny?
No granny panties. Please, God, no granny panties.
Well, isn't that what the full back is?
Tweet us a photo of those panties you like. I don't know how to describe it.
Look at them that way.
Well, let him tell us.
You can look at them that way, but no, like not granny panty style. Just nice cut, perfect, accentuates that ass. The high cut that shows too much of the hip. I don't like that personally. Personally.
Well, you must be not. You must not be seeing people with a nice hip there. I had to let Dennis go because I want to talk panties, and he's talking about granny panties. I want to see hot panties if we're talking panties.
Yeah.
Nobody's selling. Well, some of the panties were kind of sort of like your
great.
old
Oh,
kind of. Some of them were sort of kind of granny panties, but
you got some granny panties in there too?
That was I agree. That was a struggle there. Some of those, but alrighty, guys. B1, Brittany. Thank you for coming in to hang out with us today. I appreciate it. What do you think of the studio?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. I think it's great.
What do you think of the show so far?
I love it so far.
Yeah? We're doing all right?
I think you're doing great. I give you constructive criticism.
You do give me constructive criticism. I appreciate you. You send very supportive messages and everything, too. It's so nice.
I try to.
I appreciate it. I've been noticing.
I try to be
you
a
get
nice
supportive
person.
messages?
Yeah. She's trying to get back in good graces. You know what I'm saying? So
I get, when are you leaving?
Oh, I send those too. Don't worry. It hits a certain point, and I'm like, I'm fucking hungry. When the hell are we eating dinner? But it's okay.
That's the only reason is when am I going to get high and when I'm going to food.
That is not. That's what you think it is, but no, I'm friggin' starving, and I'd also like to see you. So when are you getting here?
Oh,
my wife just says I have something to show you, but it's never what I'm.
You're
thinking.
hoping she's going to show you.
She can send that in a pic, but
yeah, right.
Oh, send me a pic.
All right, jeez, what a. Did you just ask my girl to send you a pic?
No, I just asked my wife to send me a pic.
Your wife.
She suggested that.
Mary's going to ask for my underwear, and be careful.
Mixed up there.
It's for a
friend. Lou.
All right, hold on. I got a couple of these phones are ringing. I'm going to, I pay for them.
You pay for them.
I'm right. Hi, you're on another dump show. Who's this?
Dave.
What's up, Dave?
Is that Dave?
Hey, Dave.
I met you before we kicked it. I just want to know.
Okay.
Were you really, really feeling like a boss when you found out somebody wanted to pay for panties? Or did you do it just kind of out of, I seen it. Here's the thing. We can make some money.
Are you asking me or Brittany?
You.
I just thought it was Brittany a way could make some money. It was a way for her to make money. And then the part of me went, wow, it is like, man, she's got, my girl's vag is so good. They're trying to smell it. You know what I'm saying? There was a small part of me that did get turned on by that, sure. But it wasn't the driving factor. It was more like, hey, she wants to make some money, and if, she can, good for her.
I thought about it. I didn't know if I had enough manly masculinity to let my girl sell her panties. But if you doing it and making some money, and you're thinking dudes are willing to pay for it, I think it's awesome. So
yeah, have her
you did
sign,
a good job. But
I appreciate you saying that, man. I didn't care.
It's not his underwear.
Would your girlfriend?
Where's my compliment?
Wait, but that's what I'm saying. Would your girl feel the same way that you're so quick to sell her panties?
I couldn't really hear the question all the way. I'm sorry.
I think the audio's messed up and they can only hear through my mic. I think they're hearing through the computer again. I think something got screwed up. Something got messed up. So
deliver that.
So Dave,
my bad.
You're not doing anything wrong. It's our end. Our audio's messed up here. The phones have been very weird. They keep. I think we have to change the computer it's on because it's on right now. It's on my laptop. And every time, and Dave, I'm going to let you go so you can actually hear what we're talking about. But right now, the phones are running off my laptop that I use for DJing and stuff. So I take it in and out of here every night because I use it at home. Well, apparently, when you unplug it from the network cable, it resets the certificate and everything for the software. And so basically, every day I got to restart over and uninstall and reinstall the whole program. So we're probably not going to be able to use this laptop, and we'll have to change it and move it to another computer. And I think that might end up fixing some of the audio issues too with that. And then we can just play audio off of this one. Don't have to worry about that.
Additional updates. I will fix the buffering issue in the next few episodes.
Yeah. Speaking of that, yes, there are some improvements we're going to be making around here as we move forward over the next weekend. Larry's got some production he's going to be working on. He's got some other hardware we're going to be using for the actual streaming.
I did the news one already. I was waiting.
Good,
I had it ready.
We'll get to it. Well, I'll get to it. You know what it is? I didn't want to. I don't know that I want to necessarily if we'll do that every single day. I would rather talk about things I want to talk about instead of stuff that's just in the news that's there
It's
to
your
talk
show,
about.
bro. You talk about what you want to talk about.
That's kind of why I decided that today I didn't want to do that. So sorry, because I know you pulled a bunch of shit. So we will get to that point. So. I see Campy's in there. Campy, I did get your email, my dude, and I am going to be emailing you back, my friend. So keep an eye out.
That's
for
what
that.
everybody's waiting for. They're just like Campy.
I saw him in there. I actually meant to email him today. I just these goddamn fucking phones were fucking with me again, so I couldn't. You'd think the phone screener would be able to get the goddamn phones under wraps, but not so much. It's really driving me nuts. Yeah, that's going to wrap things up here, I think, for us on another dumb show. We will be back live on Monday. I hope you guys thank you guys for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it. Larry, of course, you guys can always email into the show, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com. You could follow the show on Twitter at Another Dumb Show. You can follow us on Instagram at Another Dumb Show. You can check out Larry. Where are you at, Larry? What's your stuff?
Oh, I didn't save mine because you were getting mad at me for saving all my stuff before, but I don't have mine anymore.
Well, just say it.
Well, I'm at ADS Larry B on Twitter, Facebook. No, not on Facebook. Don't find me on Facebook.
Just pick one.
Twitter and Instagram. ADS Larry B.
All right, and then also, Brittany, while you're here, you want to plug your Instagram?
Sure.
I don't think she really wanted to.
You don't have to. I don't give a shit. It's just her name.
It's just my
so
name.
She's
It's
probably
just-
being
it's
weird.
just
So
Brittany.
if you know
This
her
name?
Yes, that name.
plus her last
That
name.
name plus the last name.
Yes. The most. Hey, we're a public eye. Let's just tell everybody your last name. Perfect. I'm just kidding. I do it every day. But no, thank you guys for hanging out, Brittany. I really appreciate it. Thanks for telling your story about Grandpa and your panties.
problem.
And I don't think you're a homewrecker, honey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Just wait. No.
Larry's wife might disagree.
Don't say that.
Maybe we'll get into that history of how they... Did we ever tell that story? How they... The history there or no?
No.
What?
All right.
there's nothing.
Larry's wife knows me from the past.
We started it, but
we did
there's
start getting into
there's
a little
the
bit,
X and all
We'll
that.
get into it next week. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. We really appreciate it. We've been overwhelmed by the early support. Again, we will not be able to keep this up if you guys don't tell your friends. So share the links of the videos. Even if you think they suck, share them with your friends. Say, look how much these guys suck. I don't care. I still get paid whether you fucking do it or not. So
it's the end of week 2, so I want to give an official Cerruti out there.
Yeah, well, I'm working my way
okay.
to it, my
I'm
friend.
so sorry.
So,
I didn't know we were
working
going.
up to it.
My
Yeah.
bad.
It's okay, I appreciate it. So we'll jump the gun. So
I keep listening. I'm sorry. I should have kept listening.
Guys, they're the official sponsor of Another Dumb Show. I'd love to give a big shout out to Dylan Cerruti, in particular, the Cerruti team at HomeSmart. Our first sponsor, and it's been wonderful having him along for the ride, starting things out. And we hope to add more sponsors and partners moving forward. You can always email us if you're interested, anotherdumbshow@gmail.com, and just throw in there in the subject line, interested partner or sponsor, and we'll get back to you with some of the pricing packages. And again, they're affordable. If you've looked into advertising in other places and you got priced out, hit us up. And we'll see if we can get something that works for you and your business and hopefully get you guys a little bit of exposure. I know Larry has been dying to do a food thing, and we have somebody who's interested in doing some food with us. And I looked at the menu, my dude, and man, do I hope we end up working with these guys.
I like food. I like food.
They have some good-looking food, man. Not that I don't love our agent, Dylan. I love Lake Homes And if you love lake homes and you love the lake, and like I said, if you're tired of dealing with obnoxious neighbors, if you have a girl stopping by your house, dropping off panties all the time, and you need to get rid of your husband and you need to get into a new house, call Dylan. He'll get you into the home you've been looking for. It's a single person home at that point, not a single family home, but he'll get you into it. If you've been saving up to get away from your husband who's been selling his panties on the or buying some chicks' panties on the side.
I'm about to say husband selling his panties. That's a whole different story.
That's a different show for another day. No, give Dylan a call if you are looking for a lake house or a single family house in Northeast Ohio area, because they're a family business just like we are here on Another Dumb Show. So Dylan's going to take things personally when you're trying to get into your new place. So give Dylan a call, 440-364-3250. Slide into those DMs, though. I think that's his main goal here. He wants you in those DMs. You can find him on all the socials at Dylan Cerruti, at DYLANCERUTTI, Dylan with a Y, the cool way. And again, always has his phone on him. So if you're sitting around right now and you've been contemplating buying a house and you don't know, you've been trying to call your agent and they're not answering, screw that guy. Call Dylan, 440-364-3250. The Cerruti team at Home Smart. If you are looking for a beauty, call Cerruti. Thanks again to Dylan for supporting Another Dumb Show. We appreciate it and sponsoring us. That's going to wrap things up for us here on Another Dumb Show. Like I said, we will be back live next week. Until then, we are out of here. See you.